H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. I'm getting texts, y'all, right in the middle of the show. That's why I'm laughing. I'm getting texts. Chris Walker was supposed to come on, but now with me earlier, but now he just had something come up, so he's gonna come on a little later. We ain't gonna worry about that. But let me tell you something, y'all. Happy Tuesday. Saw some. I think this Sweet 16 brackets has been set. We're gonna talk a little bit about that. Let me get all my sharing. Do me a favor, y'all. Let's what I say the other day. I said share, text, tell a friend, and subscribe. Get your people to subscribe to the YouTube feed on the Facebook feed, Chop Shop HTX on YouTube. Also, and but let me tell you something interesting today. Let's start at the day first. Hold on. What's up, Barry McDonald? Let me talk to my starting five. The starting five are the first five people that signed on to the Chop Shop feed, and they are today as follows: Alex Costero, Gary Sinclair, Thad Moody, Landon Aldwan, and Barry McDonald. Those are the first five, and Rick Brown is he bring it in at the end. He's the sixth man today. So let me see what else we got on here. You know, I got to look and see where my girls at. Let me see where my girls at. I'm going on down. Mindy, hey Brandy, hey Dale. Fellas, I love you, but you know how I am with the girl. Kim, I see Kim. Ray Moore, Memphis, Tennessee, is in the building. My most favorite shooting guard in the world. Big shooting guard. Karen Thomas in the building. Scholar athlete. I looked on the Facebook feed, and I looked at the what's RCS Sports. Boy, they mentioned y'all on there. Well, I guess we'll talk about that a little bit too. What happened yesterday that y'all want to talk about? You know what? The next few days I want to hear from you, and I might pivot. You know, if y'all want to talk about some, and I'm watching y'all. I'm watching what y'all did yesterday. Not all of y'all, but when a lot of people came on here for that mess, because they thought it was gonna be some mess. Talking about some mess, Wendy. Wendy, you should have saw them. They flocked onto the site. Then they found out that I wasn't finna be bought into that mess. Man, about 10 of them cut out. And I saw, y'all don't understand. I get the analytics, man. They tell me exactly what happens. And it's just, and I know y'all like to be a little messy every now and then. But we got some more important things to talk about than the mess. Barry McDonald in the building. Let me see who else. What's up, Tiffany? There you go. Derek Johnson. No, now I can get it started. Derek Johnson is in the building. Daryl Bishop is in the building. Derek Johnson, you didn't get a Facebook notification today? That's all right, but we there. Don't worry. Excuse me, Derek Johnson. I do not control the Facebook notification. I repeat, you need to go back in on your Facebook and do that. Zuckerberg now, that's them. I do not. We do not. You know, sometimes I'll share the show in the beginning, like when I have time, I'll share the show. But, you know, that's not, I don't know. I'm not in control of the algorithms. Okay. So, understand that. And I'm sharing a few, I'm just sharing it now. But y'all share the show. Derek, you know we coming on. Now you need to go over there and share it, because somebody else some of your friends didn't get the notification, Derek. So why don't you go over to Facebook and share it? Matt Verdon, what's up, baby? Matt, I didn't get a chance to talk to you much yesterday because I know you want to see what's happening. Matt came down to Houston. He said, man, and I know you wanted to get into it, but let me tell you something, Matt. Well, it's a time for that. God, I got something on my collar. Y'all ain't tell me I got something on my collar right there. Okay. I'll get it out. My sister will get it off later. Uh, but what's going on out there, man? Uh, DW may move to DW may move to Huntsville. Daryl Bishop like to be a comedian, I think. But I got a question for y'all. Matt Verdon, Fort Bend Ballers, what's up? Uh, and y'all, and sometimes y'all shout out to me and tell me, cause like yesterday, I mean, I just realized who Chuck McGowan was. I really want to no, I brushed my teeth before I put on the shirt. Barry McDonald. Yeah, yeah. I don't put on my stuff before the shirt. No. That's just something I should have got off in the beginning. I saw it there, but I didn't get it off before the show. But it's okay. Hold up. I'm trying to but I saw some stuff NCAA yesterday. I'm trying to go get to it now. The Final Four. The women's coverage. First of all, I'm trying to see which way I want to go. You know, because it's a lot of people have been talking about the women's coverage, but I saw a little bit of. I know what you're talking about, Daryl. I don't. If let's see how many people want to talk about this Deshaun Watson. We done talked enough about Deshaun Watson, man. He's in trouble. He's in trouble. Now we need to pray for him, Daryl Bishop. You know, it's a lot of people involved. His girlfriend involved. Girlfriend have to be the daughter of a guy in a family that I know. It's a lot of stuff going on with that situation. But I got a question for y'all. Is it in the Sweet 16? Is it Gonzaga or the field? How you bet? Is Gonzaga that good? Just think about this for a minute, y'all. I thought about it. The Pac-10 might have, well, shoot, did, I think, have 4 teams, I think. Y'all count them for me. In the Sweet 16. Yeah, because they got 2. Y'all count them for me. Somebody help me while I'm talking. I'm just looking at my bracket and I'm trying to the Pac-12. I keep calling them the Pac-10. The Pac-12. They used to be the Pac-10. I'm back in the old days. But I'm trying to see. I think they got 4 out of 16, twice as many as any other league. The Big 10 and the Big 12, because Maryland and Kansas lost, will have the same number of people as the Summit League. Ain't it funny how the same people? I mean, it's just crazy, man. He said he really liked Gonzaga. Pac-10 is holding us down. I didn't think the Pac-10 was gonna be this good. I don't know about y'all. But what I looked at, y'all, and I want to share this with y'all, and y'all can share it back with me. Does the lack of blue bloods make the March Madness less interesting to y'all? Robert Reiser, do the lack of the Kentucky and Duke not there, does it make it less interesting? Because you know why? Ray Moore said he going with the field. Somebody would get them. See, a lot of people don't like Gonzaga. Ray Moore said somebody gonna get him. That man said, I hope Texas beat Gonzaga. Okay. What Texas team playing against Gonzaga? Rick, let me look at my brackets. He said he hope Texas beat Gonzaga. I guess he want to be funny today too. Boy, these folks so funny. Let me look at my bracket. Let me see who Gonzaga play next. Gonzaga plays Creighton. They gonna play the Plantation guys next. They play the Plantation guys. They not even in the same pairings. They got Creighton versus Gonzaga. I don't know. I mean, y'all got to help me because I don't have my bracket. They got my brackets messed up on the feed right here. Matt said a little bit. I think it's good to see the new players come in. Okay, but let me share something with y'all. Gonzaga has won 25 straight double-digit wins. Y'all, double-digit wins. 25 straight double-digit wins. And a wise coach told me one time, you win or you learn. Then in this tournament, if you lose, you go home. But I'm gonna tell you another player I saw. I want to y'all. What do y'all think about USC's the Mobley guys, the Mobley brothers, Evan and I think I don't know the Jimmy. I'm not Evan and I don't know the other Mosley name, but they're what I learned, y'all. There's no blockbuster players, Ray Moore. There's no blockbuster players in the tournament. What do y'all think? Gonzaga going to the championship, they too well coached. Okay, I think all these Isaiah. I think all of these teams are well coached. Landon, that's an understatement. All of these teams are well coached. If you get this far, you well coached. So you saying Mark Few is better than any other coach? I don't think so. I just don't think so. But what I found out, y'all, there's no blockbuster players in the tournament. I found myself saying, who am I watching? Who am I watching? Yeah, I'm talking about blockbuster players. We lost, who am I going to see in the league? I'm talking about not just going to the league and sitting on the bench. I'm talking about who we going to see in the league. Yeah, they lottery picks, but are we going to actually see them? What's the boy name that talking about he wanted to leave Sacramento? What's the big guy? Boy, I'm getting a brain freeze today. Marcus Bagley kid. He was a lottery pick. That's it, Ray. No star power. Even Kate Cunningham didn't have star power. Luke Garza, we lost Luke Garza. We lost Kate Cunningham. And he really didn't do nothing really in the tournament. Marvin Bagley, not Melvin Bagley, Jeremy. If you're going to try to correct me and give me the right thing, don't give me the wrong name, Jeremy. It's Marvin Bagley. Evan Mobley just haven't jumped off the page yet to me. What did he say about Wiseman? Wiseman? No, Bagley. You're right, Corey. I forgot y'all on it. And even, where my man at? That is Moody. Even Ayo DeSumo, though he could be special, you know, they was calling him the Mask Mamba. And he had 6 turnovers in his last game, and that boy guarded him to death. Jalen Suggs don't pop off the map to me, man. I'm talking about to me, Landon. You might like average. He don't pop off the map. He's a good player. But I'm not going to my TV set today talking about, man, I got to see Jalen. I'm going to see me some Jalen Suggs. Are you running home to go see Oral Roberts? I'm talking about star power, y'all. Y'all just so used to, y'all just so used to what's the boy name? Y'all so used to just mediocre so much. I'm talking about, Jalen Preston. He's not a sleeper anymore, Jeremy. Everybody talking about it. And guess what? He got his ass tore off the meat rack yesterday. Stories. Good one, Rick. We got stories. I didn't say nothing about no story. I said what players jump out at you. Is this a major problem for basketball, college basketball? I'm going somewhere here. Yes, we got great stories, Cinderella story. I'm talking about players. Yes, okay, but you what? So you run into the TV to see what player? I'm going somewhere with this now. And you will begin to see a lot more of this. I'm really just preparing y'all for something. Y'all gonna see a lot more of this because of the other avenues. They got the G League, they got the high school professional leagues, you got overseas. Uh, Somebody just came on this feed and said Steph Curry didn't have star power at Davis. He went through this NCAA tournament, which what I am talking about, the NCAA tournament, and was the darling of the NCAA tournament. He was the one shining moment in that he did have star power. Something Stephen Curry didn't. He was the one shining moment. He was upsetting everybody. Let me get back to it. Let me get back to what I was talking about. Wow. Wow. The talent, y'all, has been dispersed in so many different places. Uh, it makes it hard on the NCAA. Y'all see, y'all maybe don't think like me. I ain't seen no Stephon Curry's in this tournament. I haven't. Maybe y'all have, and I've watched every game, and I got them on tape right now. I haven't seen nobody do what Stephon Curry did. Y'all need to go back and see what he did. He led a bunch of ragtags. He led a bunch of insurance salesmen to the Sweet 16. To the Sweet 16. Yeah, they got medication for what? For fingeritis too. They got medication for fingeritis. She know who I'm talking to. This is how it works, y'all. Remember 2017, 16, 17? 2017. 2017, 2018. That was the year of Trae Young. We followed Trae Young everywhere he went. If he sneezed, we were all over it. I was following him all over the country. Every game, I was there. I ain't got nobody who I want to follow. Where's the pandemic? I ain't got nobody. Nobody that I can say that about. And I'm talking to you too, Rick Timms. It's little Rick, because you always got something slick to say. I'm watching your patterns. I got something for your ass, though. Then we witnessed R.J. Barrett, Zion Williams. If you were tuning on the Duke this year, you were watching the Duke brand. You didn't know the players. A lot of y'all don't know the Duke players. Only reason you know about Jalen Johnson because he had an opt-out. You might know a little bit about Jalen Johnson. He had a little opt-out. Yeah, Kim. I got people watching, everybody that tunes in to this feed. I'm watching your patterns. But keep watching, though. Don't stop watching. Keep watching. Back then, y'all, we were watching Zion. You're right. I don't want this, Rick. I'm not gonna tune in to nothing you doing. But back then we was watching Zion. Then it was Duke. I mean, back then, y'all. Think about it. We was rushing home. Zion, break out of the shoes. Break out of his shoes. Nike. I mean, it was so much stuff going on with the Zion thing. It was crazy. Talent that made you want to watch. Talent that made you want to watch. Tell me, and y'all might have some people out here. Kevin Allen, who are you rushing from the gym? You know, you had a big tournament this weekend here in Houston, spring icebreaker. Who were you rushing home from the gym to watch? After you watch your son, who were you coming home to watch? I remember Ja Morant, blockbuster talent, took Murray State, Sensei, took Murray State and ran them through the tournament. Do we have, ladies and gentlemen, a Ja Morant in this year? That's what I'm just trying to make you think. Do we have a Ja? Who is your Ja Morant? Ray Moore, who is your Ja Morant? I watched all the games yesterday. Good teams, interesting stories. But y'all, it wasn't nothing to hook me. No heroes, no villains. And I'm just trying to see, what did y'all see? I can talk about Jalen Suggs, and I'm going to tell you who I like. Buddy Boeheim against the Cougars. That's going to be a good one. I'm going to tell you a lot. The guy, I think Kispert, I don't know his first, Cody Kispert, from Gonzaga. I kind of like him. From the Washington area, out there in the Washington area, that goes to Gonzaga. I like him. You know, they got the Nimbrain kid. They got Drew Timmy. But none of those guys, y'all, hold on. They ain't got no sizzle. Matt, Cody Kispert, yeah. No sizzle. Kevin Allen, I know you just popped on the screen. USC not bad, but Kevin, what Kevin like to do? Kevin, what player gonna have you rushing home to watch them? How about the kid Reeves from Oklahoma? He ain't gonna have me rushing home to watch him. Derek, I'm not talking about mediocre players. Corey Henderson, you've been watching these games. What player? Let me turn something up. Let me turn the volume up. What player have you rushing home to watch? What player? Think about it, y'all. LaMelo Ball had to go overseas for 2 years. He never was in NCAA tournament. Here's my question. Are we going through a lull of basketball talent right now? Matt, are we going through a bad period of basketball talent right now? That's what I'm talking about. No stars. I got another question for you. Trap Sharp, Jared Butler is good. He hadn't had a good tournament. I'm talking about the tournament. I ain't talking about regular season. Hey, Ashley Jones, my baby. Hey, girl, what's going on? I'm glad you're back. Do you know I didn't know Ruben was hurt, Ashley? And I told Jimmy yesterday if Ruben had played, we'd have won. But welcome back, Ashley. That's Ruben Jones' mom. Ashley Jones Williams is back in the building. Jared Butler is good. Ashley, other than your son and his team, are there any players that make you want to rush back to your TV set to see? That's all. That I was thinking about it last night, y'all. Why is the basketball talent not as high anymore? Donnie said he gonna wait till little Bronny James get to college. He probably go straight to pro though, Donnie. Does the lack of blue bloods make it less interesting? Kentucky's not in. Duke not in. No star power. Hatter, I believe we're going through this because the players are not happy with the scholarships. They want some of that money. Jameson. I'm going to let somebody else answer that one. Jameson. That's a good one. But, no. They playing. See, Ashley. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you. Jesus. Where is the next guy going to come from, y'all? He's not in college. We was in the gym this weekend. Matt, did you see one? Matt, did you see a star in the gym this weekend? If he's not in college, then he got to be in high school. Miss Moody, we ain't said nothing about it's not a good tournament. No, we talking about great players in the tournament. Oh, I'm loving the tournament. I'm not missing a game. I'm just trying to figure out, maybe y'all coming in on the end. No one said it wasn't a great tournament. I'm just talking about the star power because all of these guys go to school. Hold up. All of these guys and all of y'all think your kid going to the league. Everybody think the kid going to the league, Matt. So I'm just trying to say, did you see anybody that was a star? You know, I know you want to go to the league and make a great living in the league on the bench. You got a guy named Solomon Hill, might have changed the whole fortune. A journeyman, Solomon Hill, might have changed the whole NBA landscape by landing on LeBron James' ankle last night. He didn't have to die for that damn ball the other night. John Uri. Hey, John Uri, I am so glad. Whatever happened on the weekend, it got you to watching the show every day. I thank you. But come on, man. I'm not going to entertain that. I'm going to let them entertain that. I'm not going to entertain that. You're not. I'm too smart for this. I'm not going to do it. Matt Verdon, he just didn't see it. It's okay. It's okay. See, you see those players every day. Matt in the NBA scouts and the college people, they not gonna see him every day, Mr. Uri. So they gonna have a different perspective. No, I'm good. I ain't got no high. I'm kind of healthy. I get my next shot next week. I'm good. But that's a good one. I mean, 29 points. Okay. Patrick Beverly, John Uri, averaged 30 points in high school. And guess what he is in the NBA right now? A defensive specialist. Let me repeat that. Patrick Beverly averaged 30-something in high school, Mr. Uri. Guess what he's doing in the NBA? The defensive specialist. Just cause somebody hit 29 points in high school. That's don't equate. And you know that. And I know that. Let me finish this. Then I'm going to take a quick break. And I got something else when I come back. But I was looking at Luke Garza. You know, the big guy at Iowa, who he might be the National Player of the Year this year, y'all. Guess what I found out? He might not get drafted. He might not get drafted, y'all. What's up, C-Walk? C-Walk is in the building. Let me bring my boy in right now. Oh, I see what you're saying. Hey, you talking about 12:30, 1:30, your time and my time is two different things, Chris. Yeah. But that's all right. That's all right. Glad to hear you. Glad to see you.
What's up, boss?
Hey, guess Chris. You know what I've been doing, Chris?
What's that?
I've been watching a lot of basketball. I've been watching these tournaments intently this year. You know why? Because I missed it last year. So I'm a little homesick, right? But Chris, I didn't see no player that popped out at me.
What?
I didn't
you see one?
No. I didn't see no player. Like, you remember when Zion came through? I knew I wanted to watch him. You remember when I saw John Morant, I knew I was going to watch him.
You didn't want to watch Cade Cunningham?
In this turn, I'm talking about in the tournament. I ain't talking about the year in the body of work. I'm talking about the in the 68.
So you didn't want to watch the number one player in the draft. You didn't want to watch him play.
Because you taught me a long time ago, just because you're the number one player in this draft don't mean you might be the number one player in another draft. You taught me that a long time ago. And center yourself in the street.
This will be one of the most loaded drafts ever. And this dude will be the best player of the draft. And you didn't want to watch him play? You know what it is?
Whoa. I don't know who you was talking to.
No,
where you said that. The people I talked to, I ain't never heard that.
No, it's a loaded draft, bro. It's a
loaded draft for star power. Hold up. Stop. I got a question for you.
Okay.
Are you gonna let's say you at the nail shop.
Jason Peters is tripping, by the way. I don't know who Jason Peters is. He lost his mind.
Hey, Chris, let me say you at the nail shop, getting your little nails done, right?
Okay.
Are you going to say, hey, hurry up. I got to go see Cade Cunningham.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
you're nice.
Hey, y'all. Hold up, y'all. We're going to take a break, and I'm going to come back because I'm finna tear his head clean. Oh, I'm glad.
Bring it on.
Welcome back, Chris. I'll see you in a minute. Chop, we'll be back in a minute.
Your relationship coach. Tell me, do you and your partner feel like you're struggling to communicate and have begun living like roommates? No need to worry. I can teach you new, healthy communication skills to improve your relationship. I provide coaching via teleconferencing from the convenience of any location, including your own home. Call me today to schedule your first appointment at 713-597-4499, or you can find more information at my website, www.allencounselinggroup.com. I look forward to working with you. Hey there, everyone.
Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks. But today in Jimmy's place, until he come on, we got Coach Chris Walker, who talking this nonsense. And Chris, you know what? Let me tell you something. Now I know why
Coach,
over the times, the stuff we
I'm looking at the oh my bad. I was looking at the boom room before you going. John Urey ain't never said nothing smart in his life, and there he is, said something smart right there in the boom room. But go on, do your thing.
I like
Good job,
that.
John. It's about time.
But Chris, now I see why you have to repeat things over and over. Because not one time did I say Cade Cunningham wasn't a good player.
Okay.
All I said was, I'm not finna rush doing nothing to go see him play. That's all I said.
Okay. You didn't say that, but okay.
But people just, and somebody come up, well, Cade nice. Yeah, he nice to you.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Did you see James Harden when he was at Arizona State that one year he played?
Yeah, he played more than 1 year.
Nothing.
He played more than 1 year. He
played 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay. He was nothing like this dude. But everybody go see him play now. And he was a backup when he first got to the league. So what I'm saying is this dude, Cade Cunningham, is better than James Harden was in college. I'm just telling you, you're saying that this
Chris Walker. I'm sorry.
Listen, sir.
You are just as guilty as some of these people.
Okay,
I didn't say nothing about how good he was going to be. I said in this NCAA tournament, he didn't make me run home to see him play. No star. I didn't see the star power. That's all I said.
Evan Mobley for USC, who was the only, and you got to realize you're dealing with pandemic stuff too. You got pandemic mindset. Evan Mobley from USC was the first player of the year, rookie of the year, and freshman of the year, player of the year, and defensive player of the year at the same time, and he a freshman. Cade Cunningham, since Kevin Durant is the first freshman of the year and player of the year. You got
Chris, excuse me, Chris, stop.
Can I finish my point? All I'm saying is you got two transcendent players in the NCAA tournament, and you say nobody made you rush to the TV because they overhyped Zion, because they overhyped him.
They overhyped Ja Morant too.
I like Ja Morant.
Hold up.
Why were you excited to see Ja Morant? Why? Because he dunked on somebody? Why was you excited? Cade Cunningham did it in the most difficult league in the country.
He made me want to watch. Chris.
So you're a highlight dude. My bad, Hatter. You're a sports center dude.
He live your life in highlights. Want to watch. He took a Murray State, who you probably would turn down a coaching job from, through the tournament.
So what? No, he didn't take him through the tournament. But what did Cade Cunningham do? Because
got his ass tore off the other night.
Can I finish? The dude that went there, obviously we know his brother got on the staff.
We're talking about the tournament, Chris.
You're not gonna let me make a point.
Chris, I'm talking about the tournament. Okay.
Even if you don't like my point, can I make it? What I'm telling you is he went to a school. Everybody's like, oh, black coach, Mike Boynton. He ran through the Big 12.
He went through the what?
Let me tell you something. Quad 1 wins is how they measure these teams. They got screwed on the seeding. Illinois, who was a favorite, had the most Quad 1 wins. You know, at the number 2, Oklahoma State, with one player. He ain't got all them dudes like Kansas. He ain't got all them dudes like Shaka. I know Avery Anderson is good. I don't want them Dallas people jumping on me. I know Isaac Likely, but they had the number 1 pick in the draft And he didn't do what Ben Simmons did with Johnny Jones and got him fired. He didn't do that. He didn't do what Markel Folks did with Washington up there with Lorenzo Romar. He was advertised as this dude. He went in one of the most difficult conferences in the league. He ended up being player of the year, and he took his team to the Big 12 championship, and they ran up against a team that's hot. Oregon State is hot right now. And they were unfairly seeded in my mind. So that's my point to you to say
unfairly seeded. You was gonna have to play them anyway. If you're good, you're gonna have to play the good. Got to play the good. Kate Honey.
You know what? You want to go? You want to go see Max Aisman at Oral Roberts? Hey man, have fun watching that one. See how far that will go. Have fun.
I just said Max Aisman was a star. Chris. Yeah. You know what? Now I see why parents fight. Hold up. Now I see why parents fight in the gyms over a birth certificate. Now I see, man, the leadership in this space has just not been good over the last 20 years. I said nothing about these guys' talent. I said it lacked star power to me. That's all I said.
Ja Morant played at Murray State. He wasn't a star. He made a couple of plays.
But guess what I did? Every time Murray State played in the tournament, because we talked about tournament. I was glued. I couldn't wait to get home and watch him play.
Because you know why? Because he's a Cinderella. Because he made a couple of dunks and you got hyped. Hey, what about the other dude that was?
He's still doing this. Hold up. He's still doing the same thing now at Memphis. He's still doing it.
When he's healthy, he hurt all the damn time. He hurt all the time because he got that little ass body, and he's doing them damn naked commercials, them underwear commercials with Jimmy Butler. He hurt.
Chris.
He hurt all the time, dude.
Chris. So you're saying this was the discussion. I just said, to me, I didn't see a player in the tournament that made me rush to see him. And that's all.
You from Memphis.
That's all.
You from Memphis.
That's all.
You hate no Texas. You live in Texas.
Guess what? Hold on. I'm from Memphis, but I done been on all 7 continents.
Oh,
I'm from Memphis. God. Yeah, okay. All right, yeah. I'm from Memphis. Yeah. I've been from the Frozen Gates to the Golden Gates, from the Pineapple to the Big Apple. You understand me?
But you lost your mind on this one, though, Hatter. You lost Io DeSumo. You don't like Io DeSumo from Illinois?
The masked Mamba? Hold up. The masked Mamba who turned it over 7 times?
He had 6 times. He had
6 times?
Game, but he was still nice. You didn't want to see the masked Mamba? Huh? You didn't want to see him? What about them boys at Baylor? What about them dudes at Baylor?
I said one player.
And Butler.
Chris, I said one player.
You made a question. You gave a question. I'm giving you an answer. I'm just saying. You didn't want to see the masked Mamba. You didn't want to see Evan Mobley. You didn't want to see Cade Cunningham.
No, sir.
No,
sir.
Wow.
No, sir.
Wow.
I didn't.
You didn't want to see Cameron Krutwig. Do you know Cameron Krutwig? Because you like Ja Morant was the first player since Larry Bird, Hersey Hawkins, and I'm about to forget. I forgot. Oh, and Oscar Robertson to have 1,800 points, 500 rebounds, and 400 assists. The white boy that beat up on the white kid. Don't say white boy. The big kid that beat up on Kofi Coburn, the big Mount Coburn, I call him. Look like Godzilla. He's so damn big you can't get around. Look like Shaq out there in NBA Shaq. The first one says those 3 dudes to do what he's doing. I got to give you some narratives. I'm going to start sending my notes to you so you know who to watch. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you what we call the cheat sheets. I'm going to give you my Jimmy Hicks stuff. I'm going to give you some cheat sheets so you know who to watch.
Chris, I've already been watching, Chris. All I said was, the guy you just mentioned, he did all of that, right? And guess what? I hadn't watched his ass play yet because I haven't watched him play. That's all I'm saying, Jim. That's all I'm saying. You're fighting a different argument from what I'm talking about. I'm just saying.
You name one player from the tournament you named 2 guys. I'm telling you that this draft has got some serious dudes, man. It's a good draft.
Okay.
And you hyping up Zion Williamson because he played at Duke, but he ain't do nothing in the
I
NCAA
didn't
tournament.
hype him up. I said I
He
wanted to
was hurt
watch
half
him.
the year.
I wanted to watch him. Chris, I got the NBA.
Hype Hatter. It was hype Hatter. It was hype. Hype.
Chris, to a guy not a fan, I got the, hold up. I'm not a fan. Never a fan. Never. No. Never a fan. Fan is the root word for fanatic. I'm not a fanatic for nothing.
Stop it. You know what? You being silly right now.
No. I'm just telling you, that's me. I'm not a fan. I got the NBA package because James moved out of Houston. And I wanted to see Zion Williamson. I did.
Why, so
I mean,
watch him
but
lose?
guess what? You know what I love about it?
Watch him lose and eat donuts.
Yeah, but guess what? I just said that. Y'all, what y'all not listening to? You got a whole view about basketball, and I got another one. I like stars. I look at basketball as an entertainment. If it's gonna take away from me playing golf or something like that, it's got to be damn good.
Hell,
Chris.
Zion made a couple of dunks and was hurt.
But I still want to watch him play.
Because you watching Sports Center hype him up. That's what you're doing. They saying he the second coming. He can't touch LeBron. He's not that. And John Moran is
well, I know who
hurt.
can touch
He's
LeBron James. Solomon Hill touched his ass the other night.
See, you need to stop. That's sacrilegious.
I didn't say that. So you always want to mention him. Now I know you're over there whining. I know you're in a bad mood because of
because how you gonna dive on a loose ball in the NBA? Really, Solomon Hill? How you gonna dive on a loose ball?
Hey, Jock Armand, do me a favor. Jock Armand, do me a favor and go look up the word fanatic first before you tell me what the hell I am. I ain't never told you what you are. Go look it up before you run your damn mouth on this Facebook feed. Yes, I'm talking to you because you was bold enough to put it up there. Yeah.
Kenny Lofton said Scotty Barnes. That's another good one. Scotty Barnes. Next Magic Johnson.
You
know what? I'm done with you. You know what? You're a football dude. You're officially a football dude. I'm done. I can't believe you saying that, bro. They got some good kids in this.
I've been around the best, though. Hey, I've been around the best basketball players on the planet.
You have.
Okay. For 30 years. Come on, Chris Walker. That's just how I see it. That's how I see it.
I'm trying to change your mind. I'm just trying to offer a different perspective because we're having a discussion. So
yes.
I'm not trying to dominate it. I'm telling you, I'm countering and telling you there are good players in this draft. There are good players in this NCAA tournament.
And guess what?
They really are good players.
We're having a discussion.
Greg Brown was supposed to be a good player, but he had a meltdown. He didn't play for Texas.
Chris, we're having a discussion now. One time, I'm not trying to sway you over here. I just asked you what players made you want to stop what you're doing and come and watch them play. Who had superstar power? Who had star power that make you? That's all I'm trying to say.
Hey, Hatter, let me ask you a question. How many times did you watch Ja Morant before he played in the NCAA tournament?
Not none. I didn't see him.
So exactly. So he made a couple of dunks.
Chris. But the narrative, Chris, you changing the narrative. The narrative I'm talking about is the NCAA tournament. I don't care what he did before the tournament.
There ain't no fans there. The tournament ain't the tournament like it used to be, bro. The tournament ain't the tournament.
So you're going to blame the tournament now?
Well, I'm just telling you, it don't have the same hype. There's no fans there. Coaches wearing masks and stuff. It's a pandemic tournament. It's just different. It ain't the same pageantry around it that it normally is.
Thanks, Chris.
It's just not.
Thanks, Chris.
What?
Just thanks. Thanks for nothing, because you ain't said shit. So thanks for it. Whatever you said. Thanks.
What? But it's not the same.
Chris, I'm not talking about this. So this year, you telling me I should give them a pass?
I'm telling you, it's better players out there. Just because you don't tune in to ESPN and all that other stuff where they overhyping them dudes, because they overhype dudes. They find out, they
Chris.
find a story, a narrative, and they overhype it, and
Hey,
they buy
Chris.
into it. Yeah.
Angel Videro, Angel, I can't pronounce that last name, but Angel said something. He said, I'm just looking through the thing through a different lens. I didn't say not one time you were wrong.
I didn't say you were wrong either.
Oh, yes, you did.
What'd I say? I said,
thanks, Chris.
I'm giving you a different.
Yes, you did. All I'm saying is, Chris, and that's all, Chris. But you telling me, Chris, you trying to refute to me. You telling me there are some stars, not no stars to me.
Yes, there's some stars.
Okay.
Dude, you got a dude in the Pac-12. You know how many players have played in the Pac-12? You got a dude that they're saying is the next Kevin Durant as a freshman, was defensive player of the year, and rookie of the year in the same year.
Kevin Durant.
Pac-12 still got 7 dudes playing.
Kevin Durant
teams still playing.
Kevin Durant was much watched TV when I saw him.
Really? But he went to the Final Four, right?
No, he went to the Sweet 16, I think.
Okay, well, I'm telling you, they're saying this dude is the next Kevin Durant.
Who?
I just told you, Evan Mobley. The one that just gave Kansas, put it on Kansas last night. A freshman. Had it. You know what? You only know. See, people can only see him when it's already done. Some people know that this guy has the potential to be something before it happens. I like Kevin Durant, but no one
didn't have the potential.
Do you know how many good players that come out of college? Everybody thought they were going to be good. They never panned out.
Wait a minute. Do we have one person that understand? I didn't say the guy didn't have potential to be a star. I said in this NCAA tournament this year, I don't see nobody that I'm rushing home to see. A player. I just don't.
All right, let's move on because you're not gonna hear me, because the fact that you don't want to see Cade Cunningham or Evan Mobley, two people that have done things that people haven't done since the guys that we're saying are Hall of Famers. I don't understand.
I got questions, but Chris, that's the difference in me and you. People can say what they want to. I guess what? I don't follow the crowd. Chris, people can say what they want to. I'm for real. I just don't. We can move. Yeah, I don't. Just cause Chris Walker said, you already know I'm not gonna just cause Chris and you on TV.
Coach, remember you told me about Penny Hardaway? I got to go personal on you to get your mind right, because you start yelling at me, and I got to go personal on you. I ain't going to even curse. And you told me how you had to, Robert Hatter had to engineer. You know what I'm about to say. You know what movie, through this over there agent, what you had to put together to put Penny in a certain situation. Right or wrong, yes or no. I ain't even put the particulars out there.
Yes.
Penny was a bad dude coming out of high school. He was good coming out of college. But you had to manufacture some things to put him in a situation. You ain't got to manufacture nothing with these dudes. And if Penny doesn't get hurt, I don't know if Penny going to be in the Hall of Fame just because of his injuries. If Penny don't get hurt, Penny one of the best players to ever play if he don't get hurt. These dudes are as good as Penny. Do you understand that? Yes.
So they're going to come in and be, so these guys you talking about going to come in and be rookie of the year, co-rookie of the year.
Yes,
okay?
Yes.
These guys going to come in and be all pro, all pro in the first 3 years like that. That's what you telling me.
Especially if they play with Shaq, yeah. If they play with the top 5 player of all time, yeah.
Shaq is not here no more.
He played with the top 5 player of all time, Shaquille O'Neal.
So usually that takes away from you when you play.
No, he was a big part of it. I'm not taking away from Penny. I'm a Penny fan. I love Penny.
No, but you gave a narrative that you just went, you know how y'all talk about move to go for. I know you. You gave a narrative didn't have anything to do with the topic.
What I'm telling you is
topic.
I'm sorry.
Let me repeat, because some people just came in. So, because people come in, then they'll just, well, you right. The topic was, I watched a lot of basketball this weekend. Watched a lot of it. I just didn't see a player that just gonna make me rush. Man, I'll go mow the lawn, I'll go do everything and just tape it later. I didn't see a player Now, hold on, y'all, that made me rush. Let me finish because I know you want to go with the rhetoric. You ain't even heard what I said yet.
I heard you.
The coaches, to me, y'all, the coaches and the programs are more compelling than the players.
Can I make a sound?
Can you let me finish?
I'll let you finish.
I'm more drawn to Juwan Howard's story.
It's a good story.
I'm more drawn to the Kevin Sampson and the Alvin Brooks story. I'm more drawn. I'm not drawn to the players. I'm just telling you.
Wow.
None of these guys just jumped off the page to me.
Wow.
They didn't jump off the page. That's all I'm saying, Chris. You got to jump. Chris, after being in this business for 30 years, your eyes are a little bit different. Like I gave you the credit the other day. On this show, I said Chris Walker was the guy that told me about Tremont Marshall in the ninth grade. In the ninth grade. All I'm telling you is they got a kid play for LSU named Cameron Thomas that a lot of people probably on this feed don't even know. Bad mother. But guess what? Bad dude. Ain't nobody jumped. Ain't nobody rushing. I bet Nishan Mackey, hold up. Nishan Mackey was at the tournament this weekend. She was at the tournament all day watching her baby. She ain't rushed home to watch not one basketball game.
Coach, the pandemic has destroyed what the tournament is and the pageantry of college basketball. The pandemic has destroyed that. That kind of stuff they would make front center. Do you know Cam Thomas?
Walker.
Dude, that dude is one of the most prolific freshmen to ever play in a very long time. And the fact that people don't know about them, that makes them not basketball fans.
Chris, I said in this tournament, I'm not talking about the kid's resume, how great of a freshman, or how great a pro he was going to be. I didn't say, listen, y'all, let me you know what? No, I'm going to be me. No, I'm going to be me. I can't be. I was going to sit up here and say, well, y'all, I didn't talk about that. I just said during the tournament, during the during the 68-team tournament, I just said, and I keep repeating, no player jumped off the page. Of course, it was some good players. But I'm not coming on. I ain't came on here and talked about but a few players. And guess what? They were from U of H. I talked about the U of H players. Yes, and the reason I talked about them, because what? I got a connection to the program.
I like the U of H guys.
So that's all.
You don't like Quentin Grimes? Hold on. You don't like Quentin Grimes?
After 30, I talked about it. I had a whole segment about him. But guess what? I was talking about him greatly when everybody else in Houston and come on my show talking about what he wasn't. And he ain't. He wasn't good built for Kansas. He wasn't built. And I said,
just because he's successful at U of H still don't mean he built for Kansas.
But that was the words. That was the word. But guess what? He went to Kansas. And a lot of people around here wasn't a McDonald All-American and never went to Kansas. But they talk about, so all I'm saying, man, y'all, I'm serious. Chris.
Hey, don't forget about that boy Kenny Lawton. They about to play in the Final Four at the NIT, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
Mr. Lawton, tell your son to put on an extra large, stop wearing that large uniform. Lord have mercy. Come on, man.
What then you need to do that?
That boy, he a problem, though. At that level, he a problem.
Thank you, Phyllis. Phyllis, I'm just looking for great. Chris, and you got to understand, Chris is a college coach, and he looking at it from a college coach. I wasn't blessed to be a college coach. I wasn't blessed. That's a great job. I wish I wasn't blessed. I don't look at it through that eye. I just want something to pop off because I know what sells at the next level. That's all. I know what sells.
So Cade Cunningham don't sell.
I didn't say he was not gonna be.
See, you're right. Evan Mobley don't sell.
I did not say these guys didn't sell, Chris. Not one time. Chris, I know it's frustrating with you because it's frustrating.
It's not frustrating. I just know because of the way the media has portrayed things because of COVID, things are not. You can't go to games. It's not the same hype. It's not the same.
Chris, what does that got to do? The players still playing, Chris. They still playing
because they hype Zion Williamson and they hyped a guy that played at Ja Morant that ain't never won nothing. That played at Murray State, the same place that little dude that the Rockets had. He was great. What's his name? The one that played for the Rockets that played for Murray State, the little guard, little shrimp, little ball beater.
Cannon.
Him, Isaiah Cannon. And then they had the other kid right after him, the light-skinned kid that's playing with he's been a journeyman. He was player of the year in that league from Memphis, Hatter. You know the kid, the light-skinned guard. The kid that played guard, you know the kid. He's from Memphis. He played for his daddy. They played at Murray State.
At Murray State?
Yeah, I'll get his name. He's in the league, lefty.
Okay.
Anyway, somebody on the Boomer Ring. He did the same thing Ja Morant did. Went to a lower level and blew up and was player of the year. And he went to the league.
Chris,
he started on. He got drafted by Orlando Magic.
Why are you discrediting to make your point? Why are you discrediting Ja Morant? To try to make your point against me. Hold on. To try to make your point against me.
No, that's not what I'm doing.
Yeah. Try to make your point against me. Say it again.
I'm defending the tournament. I'm defending the players that are playing now, saying they're better players and you're giving them credit for because the pandemic and the media has not given them their just due. Listen, they all fell in love with Zion Williamson. I'm still trying to. Cameron Payne was that's his name.
Stop.
Cameron Payne.
Chris.
Good job, Rick.
You said something again, which is not the truth. You said I'm not giving them credit. I did not discredit no player. Just because he don't sizzle and pop off the page to me, that ain't my damn fault.
Oh my God.
And Cameron Payne is still in the league. He's still in the league.
Terrible. And Herb Baker's right. Terrible. Not terrible. Terrible.
Like guess what? He is terribly, hold on. He is terribly still in the league.
Yeah, terrible. Terrible.
You know what?
In the H league.
Now, you know what though? Chris, I used to wonder because I was looking at they had KP Kendrick Perkins was talking about the summer basketball and people fighting in the. You know what? People don't understand. I process stuff and I look at the people. I sent you a video this morning and you never replied to me.
Because I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
I can't play it.
Yeah, don't play that video.
I'm not going to play the video. But after USC won, the guys was in the, it's a great segue here. The guys were in the locker room celebrating on TikTok. Go look it up. Y'all go look it up. And the first word that came out of the mouth of the artist that was playing on the TikTok was B-I-T-C-H.
Couldn't believe they did that, man.
Two college coaches was in there with the kids doing the dance with the kids.
One of them the dad of the Mobleys.
Yes.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that, man. That was out of pocket.
So when I see these comments on the Facebook feed, I understand what y'all been doing for the last 20 years. I understand. Yes, I see. Chris, I understand. Chris, we won. Chris, perfect example, Chris. You become a product of your environment.
That's true.
If you keep on, let me tell you something. I told you on this show,
You're going down that rabbit hole. Keep going, because I'm gonna tear you up the minute you get done.
If you don't know something, you as a parent, if you don't know something and you teach your kids what you know, your kid is as smart as you.
Good point.
All I'm trying to say, Chris, is, and I want you to get me, because I always got something back.
Because I'm gonna call you had a what's his name? Hatter McFarlane in a minute, because that's who you sound like. You sound like Hatter.
I'm not.
McFarlane.
This Chris.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Chris.
Keep going.
Let me tell you something, Chris. In this climate, when I hear about people fighting in a place that people ain't been searched to go into a place, Chris, I'm just a little bit serious about it. That's all. I ain't trying to be bugger.
What are you talking about?
It was a lot of fighting. It was some parents fighting each other in Dallas, and the referee had to fight a parent fighting a referee in Houston at Jimmy's event. Oh, see, Chris. And Chris, if we don't condemn it, all I'm trying to see, because somebody was on the phone with me last night, or texting with me last night, and I just said, I don't have the answer. I don't have the solution. I don't have it.
Hold on, let's come up with one right now. You don't have it. Here's what's going on. Okay. You have, and I'm gonna tell people what's happening, and then you can agree or disagree, and I'll listen to the boom room.
It's all right.
Basketball is the most popular youth sport in America.
Okay.
There's more people to play basketball than play anything. Football is, from a media standpoint, is the most popular and money standpoint, but basketball from a youth standpoint is the most popular. Popular soccer, volleyball, those sports. In our community, right? Because there's the two revenue drivers of football and basketball. There are more players in the top 100 of the Forbes top 100 of the basketball players than any other sport.
Say it again.
Now, what does that tell you? There are more in the Forbes top 100. There are more basketball players in the Forbes top 100 of the highest paid sports, people that play sports, than any other sport.
Okay.
Because guaranteed contracts, hold on. There's a lot of football players, but there's more basketball players. There's some soccer players, whatever. And there's some baseball dudes, but there's more basketball dudes.
Okay.
That are making money. Now, my point is that because of our situation in our neighborhoods, and because we love basketball so much, we look at it like the lottery, right? Same way we play the lottery. We think just because we putting our kids in the EYBL and the Gauntlet, and they play at Texas and they play at Washington or LSU, we think we're gonna get that. Now, they create the G League, the H League, overseas, 1,000 leagues. They don't have that in all these other sports. They got so many other sports leagues. There are more people that play basketball that think they have a chance than there are jobs that are available, bro.
Okay.
It's a misnomer out there.
I'm listening.
It ain't as tangible as you think.
Okay.
You know this. You've been in that business forever.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
How many sad stories you done seen?
I got you. Said what?
How many sad stories you done seen that they thought it was going to turn out to be something different?
Chris,
it's too many to tell.
Too many to talk.
So my point is that when you're talking about what's going on and why these people are fighting, they fighting over scholarships. They don't want to pay for. They can't pay for college. They fighting over which well, if he just get to Stephen F. Austin, but they all think they can play at Texas. But if he get to Stephen F. Austin, that'll give him a chance to play in the league. I'm just telling you, they're not. These people are so wrapped up in getting to the money. Like it's trying to get to the money.
In youth sports, people are so wrapped up in getting to the money, right? So it's ignorance. Then you're saying it, right?
Complete.
Okay. So Chris, if you swing, you're going to jail. Okay. You swing on another parent. Like the police had to arrest this guy, took him to jail. And you just said he worried about having, you just gave an analogy. They worry about money for school, but now you got to pay get bailed out. You got to pay to get a lawyer to get you out of this.
They ain't thinking about that, Hatter. They ain't thinking about that. Hatter, you think when people sit at the club drinking, when they sitting at the club drinking and having a good time and doing what they do, when they get in their car and drive, do you really think they think about what's going to happen?
But these people ain't drinking. Well, some of them.
It's the analogy. They having a good time. They watching their children, their child. They're not thinking about if I say something or do something crazy that I could go to jail. I'm gonna end up having a bad day. They're not thinking that way. Just like when they get in that car, they ain't thinking when them cherries light up behind you, this about to ruin your next 6 months of your life. They're not thinking that way.
I understand.
Because if they were really logical thinkers, they wouldn't drive and drink. If they were logical thinkers, they realize, listen, little ball
I understand that.
So never play basketball day of his life.
So you're saying what should be done? Because it's a dangerous situation inside the gym with people fighting. Because you don't know what people got. They haven't been searched. When I said this earlier, you told me, what were you talking about? They hadn't been searched when they walked in the gym.
I never heard of that before, searching people at the AAU game.
I ain't said it.
Oh,
I'm saying they haven't been searched. I'm just giving you, quit being so defensive. I'm just giving you information.
Okay.
The people haven't.
Think that they search people.
So what if both of these guys had firearms?
That's true.
In a crowded building. We've become so desensitized to it. Somebody got killed yesterday, and I ain't see nobody. 10 people got killed, and I don't see that many tweets about it. We so desensitized. I'm just saying, Chris. What do we?
Hatter, you already know the answer. Why are you sitting there fighting?
Well, what's the answer? No. What's the answer?
They out of their minds. It's ignorance. It doesn't make sense that you would sit there and fight a referee at an AAU game. Mm-hmm. What are you doing? What is your mindset going there? Hatter, what do we always say? If you give a fool a lot of money, you're not gonna have a smart person all of a sudden. You're gonna have a fool, a rich fool is all you're gonna have.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, if you bring an ignorant person don't have no sense to an AAU game and they watching their child, they gonna be an ignorant fool at the game. It doesn't make sense.
Chris, I know they doing it. I'm just trying to do. Once they do it, how do we do to try to deter it from happening again? That's all I'm saying.
You take them to jail. You let them know. You act up in here, you out of here. You have a police presence.
Okay.
That's what you can do. The same way if you act crazy at the Rockets game, what they do, Hatter.
But Chris, they also bar you away from the arena.
Go do that too then.
So
if a deterrent, man.
Coach, we had a parent.
I live in San Francisco. Right? Uh-huh. Do you realize that they have no screaming? They call it no screaming Sundays, something like that, right? They do not allow parents to yell and cheer at the games. If you cheer at the games, they dismiss you. You have to sit there and just watch. They do not let you yell. They do not let you scream for your children. Because if you scream for your child, that means you can scream against another person's child. So they don't let you do it. So if you do it, they move you on. You can't be there. So what's happening is this is not professional sports. But people like my kid's scholarship on the line. I was on the phone with some coaches this morning. And we just laugh at what parents. I shouldn't say we laugh. We sit there and we are enamored at what parents think gets them a scholarship or doesn't get them a scholarship. You got parents that think that this works one way, and you mentioned before about lenses, and coaches look at it another way. They have no idea what it takes. They look at Jimmy Hicks' rankings and be like, well, if Jimmy Hicks don't do this, my kid gonna get a scholarship. Last time I checked, I never heard of Jimmy Hicks University. Do you know of a Chop Shop University? None of us have scholarships. So those guys they have a whole different way of doing things. A guy like a Herb Baker who played before understand this than the kids do. So only if you've been in the game, you understand. You sit in them rooms, what them coaches actually say about your kid. And just because your son scored 20 points or he does good against the Houston Hoops or the Houston Defenders, don't mean he's getting a scholarship. It don't work like that. But I can't tell them that, Hatter. I can't tell them that. But you know what they do understand? If they go into the bank and they try to get a loan and they say no, they know why. They understand that. They understand that. Or if they go to Neiman Marcus with Target money in their hands and they can't buy them Tom Ford shoes, they understand that. But they don't understand your son can't. They just, people gonna see what they want to see, bro. And I'm just telling you right now, you're right. It's ignorance. It's like, because you don't understand how it goes. That's why you act that way. Because if you understood, you wouldn't act that way. People look at AAU and they look at all that stuff as a passageway, right? To get it to having a better life. That's why I'm so pro education. I'm like, listen, I don't know if that basketball stuff gonna work, but I know being smart does. I do know that. I know if you're smart, I know that can help you somewhere. Just because you can make a jump shot, them dudes we watching the NCAA, Coach, how many of them dudes getting drafted? 68 teams. Let's say it's 13, but for safe math, I'm not that smart. Let's say it's 10 a team. That's how many? That's 680 players, right?
Wait a minute. Say that again. What are you saying?
I'm saying safe math because I'm doing
No, I'm trying to say what's your analogy?
The 68 teams.
Oh, you're talking about, okay.
Playing in the NCAA right now.
Okay.
That's 13 players a team.
Okay.
That's what the rule is. But some have more, some have less. So I'm saying for safe math, let's say 10. That's 680 players, right? Playing in the NCAA. There's only 30 picks in the first round. Right?
Yeah.
I didn't bring up Europe, did I?
Nope.
I didn't bring up the dudes already in the G League, right?
Nope.
So how many of them dudes? Forget that. Let's just talk to Sweet 16. That's 16 teams left. Time 10. That's a couple of hundred kids. How many of those getting drafted? Come on, bro. Like, we are in our community. It's the elephant in the room. Like I said before, we don't want to talk about that. Hatter, you get on me all the time. The minute I say Hatter, that dude ain't got a chance. That boy better make sure he got a Rosetta Stone. He can go to Europe and play, but he ain't playing in that league. So he better go learn the language. Oh, man, he did this against that person. So he did it. So I don't care. In that league, only the elite or Hatter, the ones that they want to make it. Because that's another part people don't get. And Hatter, will you please explain to people and that may not know on football about the practice squad?
Yeah.
Or Hatter, about when you get ready to get that bonus and you've been on the kickoff team, you miraculously get what? Cut. Tell them, Hatter, they don't understand. So think about it. You've been working all your life to get to the NFL, and you play at Alabama, and your mama wearing the shirts, and they going to all the games, spend all that money, and you in the NFL playing for the Packers. And guess what? Year 3, you done made maybe a couple of $100,000 because everybody on TV and NFL making money. And you get to that year where just get ready, man, they got to keep me. And then what do they do on Hard Knocks, Hatter? Come on now.
Cut you.
And you did, let's think about it. All your life, you've been in AAU games, you've been spending money, you've been traveling teams, you didn't put all your energy into this thing. And all of a sudden, when you're 22 years old or 23, when you got about 60 years of your life ahead of you, that umbilical cord is just snapped. That's what the problem is. So all you parents out there doing that, do it all you want. You're going to learn a hard lesson. Or as I say in that movie, you're going to learn today. You're going to learn today. Because I want to know how many players, and y'all can put them on the Boomer Room, that's come out of Houston that's in the NBA in the last 10 years. That's in the league right now. First of all, let me hold up. Let's do some math. Talk about all the kids, all them high schools we got in Houston and the greater Houston area. All them AAU teams in the last 10 years. Gonna be a nice number. And then tell me how many dudes in the league right now. And you telling me you gonna bet on that? That's what you gonna bet on? Hatter, you gonna bet on that, Hatter? Robert Hatter didn't bet on it. That's what you gonna bet on. You gonna bet on those odds. You lost your rabbit mind. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
You see how I get quiet when you're saying something that you kind of know what you're talking about because you didn't know what you was talking about earlier.
I'm tired of these people getting on these feeds and these things thinking they know more than us when we in the business and we sit there and tell them. And when I say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with having a black agent, man. That might hurt me. What are you talking about, man? They represent the number 1 player in the draft and changed it. Like, what? Who told you that? Oh, man, I don't think that's the way it works. Well, let me ask you a question. How many guys you represented? None. But I'm just telling you that's not how it works. getting that from? Come on, bro.
I told you it's a new society what we living in. It used to just be a
Is it new?
society of misinformation and and but now we in the disinformation era. People just believe bad information. That just ain't right. You remember I told you the other day about the knowledge? Somebody said I used to think knowledge was power, and now knowledge is not because you can have knowledge of the wrong thing. And hold up, you done learned something wrong your whole life, and you got all the knowledge in the world about it, and you so zealous about it, you'll do anything to back that knowledge that you have, but that knowledge wasn't the truth. And I'm just
Coach,
sitting.
can you tell these people, you from Memphis, you tell them why racism is so pervasive in our community, in our world. Imagine being a person, let's take the other side perspective. Okay. Right? And then we're just having a conversation here about race. Okay. Imagine you learning all your life that black people are less than us, than the other culture.
Okay.
And you've been privileged all your life. Mm-hmm. And you started at the 50-yard line and we started at the 0-yard line in a 100-yard race. And you think that's the way it's supposed to be. Imagine that's because that's the only way you watch TV. That's the way it is. You go to the supermarket, that's the way it is. You go to college, that's the way it is. You watch TV and basketball, and you go on a team, and the white quarterback is the quarterback, and the wide receivers, and that's the way it is. Then all of a sudden, boom, the world changes, and you realize that's not the way it is. Now think about what's going on in that world over there right now. You know what I'm saying? No, that's not the way it is. So now what you think, you talking about, imagine learning something the same way all your life, and now you find out that, hey man, Robert Hatter can drive a Mercedes too. Robert Hatter can do, you know, my grandmother told me a long time ago, I never forget. She said, son, I'll never forget this. She worked in the, I don't know if anybody in Houston that's been around Houston a long time know about Nabisco used to have I don't know if they still do. They had a plant in Houston. And she said, son, I never understood this. My grandmother's still alive, 80 plus years old. Shout out Doris Dodd. She said, I never understood where a woman that doesn't look like me makes the same money that I make. And I got to go to that neighborhood and she get to go to that neighborhood. We make the same money. The same money. That's what we're dealing with, coach. And if we don't want to be honest about that, it ain't about playing football. I get it. Listen, man, I'm in sports. I'm also in that room, and I understand why things are the way they are. So when I say to people, and people get mad at me, man, black kids should be able to wear their hair wherever they want. That's a little old school. I said, bruh, I feel you. But tell me the Supreme Court justice that got dreads. I'm not saying that black folks shouldn't be able to wear their hair. Well, I get it. So we better start controlling some things if we want to do some things the way we want. You got to have control. Hatter, am I lying?
Man, I'm listening, boss.
You go to you up for murder. You gonna go get the dude over there that looks like a Rastafarian, or you gonna get one of them dudes that's buttoned up with a blue suit and brown shoes and a nice tie that speaks to King English. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm telling people this is life. So if we want to change it, we got to start empowering ourselves, and we got to get it, because money rules all. We can talk about whatever we want. He who has the gold makes the rules. So we got to get us some gold. And we got to stop thinking the gold is in the NFL and in the NBA, because it ain't. Or it's on a rap song where they degrading women and using the N-word a million times, and then get mad when somebody in another culture use it when they getting rich off of it. I'm like, bro, stop using the word. No, man, it's not the ER, it's the EA. It's not the. I'm like, well, are you out of your mind? So what are you saying, man? What would happen in rap music if they said anybody that uses the N-word or degrades women or cusses, we're taking all record contracts away?
They'll stop.
They don't exist no more.
They'll stop.
So if that's what you're doing, We're not going to do this because everybody on this feed, except the younger ones, they grew up in a time in the 70s and the 80s where Babyface didn't write music like that. And we still made him a superstar. I can go back. Confunction didn't write. Like, I can go way back. James Brown didn't do that. And they were superstars. Sam Cooke didn't do that. Superstars. But for some reason, that's why I keep saying, the media has portrayed to us the only way to be a superstar, and I'm not chopping these guys up, is to be Kodak Black or to be Lil Wayne. Or that's the only way to be a star. Right? And then we put a microphone in front of them. And then we want our kids to embrace education. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Come on. Come on, Hatter. Help
That's
me.
why
They're gonna say Walker old school, Walker this, Walker that. You can say what you want about Walker, right? I'm in that room with them kids, and I sit there, and you know what they say, Hatter? As soon as I walk in the room, oh, my bad, coach. Oh, because they know right from wrong, Hatter. That's the thing. They know right from wrong. We got to own the room, man. We don't own the room.
Well, can we take a quick break? Y'all start owning them rooms y'all in, because we own this room right here. Chop Shop, we'll be back in just a minute. Wow. God. Good job.
Tammy Allen here, your relationship coach. Tell me, do you and your partner feel like you're struggling to communicate and have begun living like roommates? No need to worry. I can teach you new, healthy communication skills to improve your relationship. I provide coaching via teleconferencing from the convenience of any location, including your own home. Call me today to schedule your first appointment at 713-597-4499, or you can find more information at my website, www.allencounselinggroup.com. I look forward to working with you.
Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show. Also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, man. Kristen popped off the screen. Let me get him off. Oh, he's coming back. That was fast. That was fast. He's back on. Look at him. He's back on. Like a speed bullet. But Chris,
I got a nugget for you, Hatter. I got a nugget for you. Somebody just sent me real quick.
Let's make it out. What you got?
11. So hold on. I got to make sure. I forgot who sent it to me. I don't know if it's on Twitter.
Don't worry about
11 of the. Don't quote me on this all the way.
Okay.
But there's been 15 jobs out there, head coaching jobs. 10 of them went to black coaches.
Say this one more time.
There's 15 jobs so far that have been out there
this year. This cycle.
This year that have been hired. People have been hired, and I want to say 10 of them went to head coaches. I'm gonna find it in a second. Yeah, that's the word out there.
Wow. So
the George. So things are, again. We gotta fight now.
Yes.
But you know what we gotta do? We gotta perform.
No, the kids gotta perform.
Well, yeah, but guess what? It takes a village to raise a child, and it takes a village to create a champion.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because them same villages make other people successful. The question is, are you going to try to make your people successful? Hatter, before people become crossover artists, Hatter, and R&B, They always got to start at home first. They can't become crossover until they do it at home. James Brown, they used to always fight that. I want to be crossover. Sam Cooke, I want to be crossover. They all got to do it on the R&B charts. It always start in the hood first. You know what I'm saying? Unless you Darius Rucker. You got to start in the hood first. But unfortunately, when we get a little bit of taste, we go to the other side. We need that first. So what I'm saying is, if you need an agent, why not try Robert Hatter first?
Right.
You don't like Robert Hatter? Go on, do what you got to do.
Then do what you got to do. Yeah.
But
you might like me.
Because you might like him.
Yeah.
And you're right. Robert Hatter going to drive a Rolls Royce because you're taking care of him. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
And he deserved that. He ain't making what you make. He ain't making what you make.
Hello.
But why you got to travel him looking good?
Boy, you know too many of my stories.
Dude, but that's what we don't understand about keeping wealth in the community. And
Chris, and what I want to add this to you. And now if I'm not good, because I'm Chris, I'm going to seek out a black person. But he's going to be good. My dentist, he good. My doctor, I saw that. Ask Money, Medical Mike. He helped me find a specialist the other day. And I requested a black woman because I requested her. And then I said, give me her history. So I saw, and then if she wasn't good enough, I'm going to go again and again. Our problem is, Chris, well, I went to that place. I had a bad experience. But you go back to Papados and you have experience after experience is bad. You go back to El Tipo in Tipo. You follow me? So, Chris, I think that part of our generation, see, we got some stuff out here right now. They're fighting. Government have, certain government entities, Chris, using advertising. But they don't want to go. They give limited amount of the budget and the money to black-owned advertising companies and media companies. I think they spent, Chris, it was about how many billions? Hundreds of billions of dollars. The government, our money, Chris, has been spent on advertising, but only $5 billion of it went to black owned, not black faced. Chris, let me, Chris, we got to make this clarification. It's a difference between black owned and black faced. Just because a black face is on CNN, Don Lemon way down the totem pole. So we're talking about black-owned media companies, I know one, Roland Martin.
You can't say BNT.
No, I said Roland Martin. No.
Right.
That's Viacom. It's Viacom.
Right.
BT.
CBS.
But that's all I'm saying, man. It's great that you said that. And listen, it's some black people out here doing some extraordinary things, Chris. I mean, yes, in every industry. Chris, we got a young lady named Dr. Green is developing, check this out, a method to get rid of cancer without chemo and without surgery and chemo. But guess what? The only problem she having is funding.
Oh, yeah.
You know why? Because they want the people at the big companies, the chemo, they don't want her to survive. I think a Khadijah Green. Look her up.
Yeah, she better be careful with that one.
Thank you. But
they don't want to cure the cancer. Are you kidding me?
Yes.
They don't want to cure.
Yes.
There's no money in the cure. But
you know what?
Guess what else? For us in our community, the cure for our community as African Americans is ignorance. Ain't no money in the cure. Ain't no money in curing us of ignorance. The money is keeping us silly, and we keep spending money on stuff that don't matter, and we keep running around like that greyhound on that racetrack, around and around, thinking they're gonna get that rabbit. Ain't no money in the cure for us. Because the more we stay ignorant, the more they can keep splitting us, putting us against each other, crabs in a bucket. Ignorance works for them against us. Because guess what we fought for? The number one thing we thought we needed, and the weapon that they kept against us: education. As long as they can't count, and as long as they don't know the difference between stuff, and as long as they can't read and write and put their name in an X, and we take their land and they can't read a document, and they don't know how to do that stuff, we can control everything. So that's the cure there. Let's cure the ignorance, but we don't want to do that. We rather stay in the dark. We don't want no light. We experts at being in the dark, bro. Experts at it. But there's only so much you can see in the dark, Hatter. I don't care how good you are. Your eyes may get used to it, but there's only so much you can see in the dark.
Thank you, Thomas Edison. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, Thomas Edison. That we're able to see the light. But Chris, I mean, man, tell me what's going on. Okay, the season is over, Chris.
Yeah, it's over.
What?
It's going to be over soon because of the Final Four. I just got some good news. I just got put onto the Final Four for. I've been doing a deal with CBS for the NCAA tournament. Just found out today that I'm gonna actually be doing the Final Four now. So I wasn't originally booked for the Final Four, but now I'm gonna be on during the Final Four, which is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I'm blessed, and God put a little favor out there. I always tell people, man, let God move the mountains. He's a lot stronger than you. You can sit there and try to fight all you want. Just take care of everybody else. I'll ask everybody on the boom room, what's your help bank like? Who are you helping? Forget about who helping you, because like I said before, God is much stronger than any person. So what you need to do is focus your energy on helping people, being a servant leader, right, Hatter? And let the ultimate powerful being help you. You help them, let him help you. We got it screwed up. We try to do stuff to get something back. We only do stuff transactionally instead of transformatively. Instead of transform somebody's life, we trying to transact their life. Well, I'm only gonna do something for them if they do something for me. I'd rather let God do it. I'm gonna slave, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I don't like to use the word slave, but I'm gonna sit in the field, I'm gonna bust my butt, and sooner or later that God gonna move that mountain for you. So I just that happened today. I'm blessed by that, man. I appreciate it.
Oh, that just happened today?
Just happened this morning.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a huge deal. And sit there, hang out with Clark Kellogg and all those guys. I'm just a dude from H-Town, man, from City Gas, from Rosewood, from Fifth Ward, Acres Home. That's me. And what I'm saying is the kind I wear with a badge of honor, bro. And K Freight say no tight suits. I wear it with a badge of honor because there's kids in Houston the same way Chris Walker is telling you what he's telling you now when he went to Villanova and coached at all them places. There's a kid watching. So I'm not gonna get up there and act a damn fool and put myself in a situation we always have. I'm a gate opener, Hatter. You know that. So I also know what that room is like. It's incumbent upon me to make them other kids come behind me. Son, I know what you want to do, but let me tell you what you gotta do. So Chris Walker, in his lifetime, may not be able to be the head of CBS. But if I get you right, by the time when I'm dead and gone, you might be able to change some things. Let me open it up so you can run through the hole. Now, when you get through there, make sure you pull somebody with you. Don't go by yourself. But you got to learn how to work that room, Hatter. We've been in them rooms. When you go play golf and you do that stuff, I don't like golf. Let me tell every black person, get your butt out there on that golf course. That's where deals are made. Stay out of Papados and get in the golf. Go learn how to hit the golf ball. It's good for you. Get outside. Get
you ain't learned yet.
I'll tear you up now, boy. I'm ready. I've been working on the virtual Top Golf thing. I'm ready, bro. I'm ready for you. No, but on a serious note, though, my thing is you got to learn how to, like Jimmy and I always say, people hate politics. It's a dirty game, but you got to be on the right side of politics. You got to understand how the world works. You got to understand. And I'm not saying you got to conform, right? But you have to understand. And if you want to, if you want to, and again, I don't want people to be, I'm thinking I'm power hungry, I'm this and that. But what I'm saying is, I work very hard to get to where I am. Don't get it twisted. Don't see what you're seeing now and think like, oh, they just took care of him. No, man. Anybody that's successful has done something to get there. And if you want to be successful, guess what? Ain't no handouts in life. You're gonna have to do something to get there. But you got to understand, if you look like me and you had a, we got to do it a little bit extra now. And we instead, and listen, our GPS ain't the same as other people's GPS. Some people got a straight line GPS. Ours got a whole lot of crooked. It's got some stuff that go backwards. It goes sideways. It might be some circles, some round, you know what I mean? Some roundabouts. Our GPS look a whole lot different. It might be a river, some mountains we got to go across. But if you're determined to get there and you keep God first, right, you can get there. And that's my thing. So that's all I'm telling people. The same thing when you're dealing with your kids. Stop believing what they put on TV. Don't let the TV raise your kids. Don't let social media raise your kids. Be an active parent in your life, in your kid's life. And I'm telling you right now, education goes farther than sports. I know that sounds like I'm placating, sounds some stupid stuff, but you looking at a guy on the chop shop and Robert Hatter who had options. And what you need to do, Hatter, if you really want to help people, is get your son on this show and let them people ask him questions. Get your son on the show so they can understand what it looked like. Because sometimes, Hatter, they don't know what it looked like.
I got you.
They don't know what it looked like. They think we talking about the Easter Bunny.
Right.
They don't know what a buttoned up young brother like that could have hooped wherever he wanted and say, I'm going to go to Cornell and be in the room with them people. They don't know what that looked like. So we're not doing them a favor by not showing them. We got to give them a visible representation of what success looked like in a young African-American male who could have chose different routes and chose the other route, the road, what they say, less traveled.
Yeah.
Right? The road less traveled, because we think playing basketball at Nickel State is better than getting a law degree at Notre Dame. Oh, my God. Come on, man.
Chris.
I got to go in a minute, Hatter. I got to go in a minute. I got a business I got to take care of.
I got you. But I mean, keep going.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's how I feel.
You go till you finish, and then I'll just end the show.
I'm good. My thing is, that's my passion right now, because I played at a high level. I coached at a high level. I've seen it. I coach AAU at a high level. I'm in broadcasting. I've seen it. I hang around head coaches. People just don't understand, when you look like me and you, that we got to do more. And I hate that to say that, but you know what? I don't.
Yeah. No.
I don't.
I like doing more.
This is the hand I'm dealt. I'm going to play that hand. This poker. Hey, man, what you going to do? Fold it in? No, I'm going to play this hand. So my thing is, I think it's great. Hatter, iron sharpens iron, brother. Iron sharpens iron. Right?
I mean, Chris, what you're saying, the reason I know people texting me talking about, let me tell you something. It's rare that we get a guy like you to just, I mean, I know that you started the show and all of that, but the reason I'm sitting back, because I know all you doing is coming and confirming. And me and you, we ain't talking about this stuff when we all off the air. You coming and confirming everything that I've been talking about. I even told Chris, some of us got to get used to some of the young people around us being successful. See,
absolutely.
It's a hard. He got that. We got young guys out here inventing shooting machines from our basketball community. The grind, the dude shoot. This young man got a portable shooting machine. We got to get used to young guys. We got, and I don't want to keep mention Lil Robert, but those guys just thinking different. And I tell a parent called me the other day, asking about Ivy League. I said, let me tell you something. He sent me a list of schools who wanted that he interested. I said, man, let me tell you something. I'm gonna just tell you this right now. If you got a chance to get your son in one of these 8 schools, if you got a chance, it ain't for everybody, Chris. And that's what I want to get people to understand. The Ivy League is not for everybody. but the opportunity is there. Duke is okay. Villanova is okay. Every place is okay. But go do something. And Chris, what do you say with the guys that say, Robert Hatter, I'm just good with my hands. I don't want to go to school. We can't just throw them away. We got to find something they're good at.
Coach, those people become billionaires too. Don't get it twisted.
Yes.
Just don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that, but they still got to, it's still education. I'm not always talking education in the form of books. Education comes in different forms.
There you go.
Knowledge of culture, knowledge of self. It comes in different forms. And every day, if you're tilling the land, when you put that seed in there, right? If you don't take care of that seed, weeds are gonna grow.
Yeah.
So too many people letting weeds grow in their mind, letting weeds grow in their family, letting weeds grow in their job. That's what they're doing. You got to stay active. You got to keep trying to learn every day. You know what I'm saying? You got to try to get one. I saw a coach say, you know what? We just try to get 1% better each day. That's my challenge to the Boom Boom Room. Get 1% better every day at something. You make the choice.
And Chris, I want you to harp on this before you get out of here. When I look at we are the biggest consumers as a whole and own nothing. Speak on that.
Because listen, man, I'm telling you right now, we don't understand the way capitalism works in this country. Okay, capitalism was not built to build us up. Capitalism was built to keep us down. Right. So if you don't understand credit score, if you don't understand APR, if you don't understand, if you want to change laws, you got to change the lawmakers, right? The political system, all that has to do with money. If you don't understand living in certain neighborhoods, these people get funded a certain way for their schools because it's predominantly this. And you wonder why your kids get the old books and they get the new books. All that stuff has to be with it has to do with educating yourself. We got too many people walk around aimlessly and complaining a whole lot about nothing. And if you sit there and listen to them, they'll pull you into that rabbit hole with them now. I'm saying when you sit in a room and have a conversation with the Robert Hatters and the Chris Walkers, if you come sit down with us at Papa Do's, your head gonna hurt because that's what we talking about. Yeah, we talk about some other stuff too, but that's what we talking about. Yeah. And you know what we are? We're frustrated. Yeah. Because it's always 3 or 4 of us. It ain't 400 of us.
You know, I was thinking about something, Chris, and check this out. I just mentioned this a second ago about the grind. Barry McDonald on this feed said the grind looks like a pretty good shooting machine. I might have to look in it for our program. If I don't mention this on the show, ladies and gentlemen, Barry might not know about it. Sure. The grind. If I just didn't mention it a second ago, Jim. But Chris, one last thing. I thought about you the other day in these rooms that I was on a Zoom this morning and couldn't even talk to you. I never imagined me being on a Zoom with these people in all my life. But I want to ask everybody on the Boom Boom Room, Chris, when you walk into a room, does the temperature change? When you walk in a room, Chris, is your presence felt? Are you provoking change, or is this just business as usual? Answer, analyze, and accept the reality of your life, then immediately do something about it. You got to make and be a difference, man. We just can't be regular. We got to be. They ain't letting Chris in that room because y'all don't understand what he said. He trying to be modest about it. He ain't never worked the Final Four before like this.
No.
I remember me and him a couple of years ago, how many years ago? Hold up. We was in a suite now, Chris. We was in a suite in San Antonio. That's suite right. So big, I ain't know what Chris was on the other side.
That's right. I remember that.
I got a chance. I was his guest at the Villanova's basketball game. National championship. Chris, when we walk into a room, Chris, the temperature changes.
Yeah.
When I was on that Zoom today, I could tell by my text the temperature changes. Chris, one of my greatest testimonies is when I was at an All-Star game. I forgot which one. At an All-Star game, we was out at a party, having fun. Kenny Smith party. We met some people from the, how you kicking it at a party. We having fun, popping bottles, everything. So 2 weeks after that, I had to go to Philadelphia to, do a deal for Penny with Coca-Cola and Sprite. I don't know if y'all know, Penny was endorsed by Sprite and Coca-Cola during his career. But Chris, when I went I was in the conference room, sitting there, messing around. A lady passed by. One of the ladies who hung out with us. I didn't know what she did. She didn't know what I did. We was just kicking. We ain't asked each other what we do. She passed by the room. She said, well, what are you doing here? I said, I'm representing Penny. She said, oh, I didn't know that's what you did. Okay? I thought we was just having fun. So after the meeting over with, she was on their support team. After the meeting over with, she said, you know what? I'm proud to be a black woman. Said, you went in there and not tore them up. You went in there and got everything you wanted for your client. She said, I did not know that was you. In other words, I told her, I play hard and I work hard, Chris. But Chris, I changed the temperature of the room.
That's right.
And that's what I want all of our kids to do. I sit there and watch Joe Baldridge sit there and rally for his kids, Chris, and lobby for his kids on Twitter this weekend for Jimmy's event. And his kids went in there and performed. And the reason I know why they performed, I went to the VIP room and Doug wrote an article about the Scholar Athletes Academy. Everybody, I can't believe Jimmy trying to come on now. Should I let him in? I know you got to go. Jimmy.
I got to go let him in.
You got 6. Jimmy, we got 6 minutes. I got to go. What is you doing, man? You must be on daylight savings time. Let me bring him in, y'all. I know you got to go, Chris. Huh?
Hey, look here. I'm a career bench rider. I don't got no problem coming in the game with 1 minute left. I'm good with that. That's what most kids need to be taught about. I'm a career bench rider.
You did the same thing when we was with the Braves at Smokey Jasper. So you know exactly what being a bench rider is all about.
No. I started there. Baseball, not a bench rider. Not a bench rider until I got to college.
Hey, I got to sign off, man.
Not until I got to college. I was a bench rider.
Let Chris go. Chris, I'll see you later, baby. I'll put you off. All right. Hey, man, I'm so proud of him. Come on, man. You're gone. I'm done. Go. Do your thing. Do your thing.
Hey, we ain't got but 4 minutes left. I just want to come in and in the day and make sure everything taken care of on the home front, guys. Ain't nothing bad happen. I'm good and healthy. Hey, I missed the whole show today. I'm back here. I wanted to make sure I show the face. And man, I know y'all probably covered everything. I just clicked in. Somebody said Chris was preaching. So I know whenever Chris walk on here, guys, understand something.
Be good.
You don't realize how good you got it with the Chop Shop.
Yeah.
People from all over the country. Yeah. People are going share the show. Yes. That's all it takes. Just give a good share to let other people know how the Chop Shop rocks.
Jimmy,
and that's all we ask.
Jimmy, I'm gonna show you how sharing is, and you're gonna keep this one. You're gonna use this one. Show you how sharing is. I just shared some information about the young man who owned the Grind basketball thing. Who advertise on your site. I just shared some info. Barry McDonald didn't even know about him. He said he's going to look into it so he can get one of the devices for his program because I shared it. That's why we tell y'all to share the show. It ain't for us. It's for somebody else. Me and Jimmy, all right, y'all. I promise y'all we are. It's to help other people, man. It's unbelievable. But I just wanted to share that with you. Go do your thing. You keep talking, and I'm gonna be getting dressed because I gotta go somewhere. But keep going.
Hey, guys, don't forget you go to the front of RCS Sports. I had to just mention the VIP news, but on the front there's recaps from the spring icebreaker, who played well, free articles. Jeffrey Day was on it. He said he calculated the mileage going from gym to gym. It totaled approximately 85 miles of back and forth from different places. That just goes to show and prove just how great the event was with talent. And also it proves that G-Day just didn't stay at one location. He was moving around and getting it in. Read the articles so that you can familiarize yourself with some of these names. And then what happens is, once you do so, you won't fall, how would you say, victim to the old out-of-date myth. People say, well, man, they all just want to focus on certain players. They all talk about the same players all the time. You see, but if you're not paying attention and you're only interested in reading about the same players all the time, then that's what makes you fall prey to that. There are players that had coming out parties at this particular event. And guess what? You notice it, then you put two and two together and say, oh, this guy played at this school. Oh, yeah, I remember him now. Not only did they just talk about just Houston kids or Greater Houston players, they talked about players from all over the country who performed, whom they saw. And that's a great thing. And we're going to continue to grow this thing. Hey, this is the start. This is the start. So this weekend, there's another event that's taking place. I am proud to share with you guys that understand something that's taking place this weekend that it could be a great sign of things to come in the area. You have rival sneaker influencers who are doing separate events on the same weekend. They have decided to collaborate their efforts in order to strengthen their tournaments into one. It's a consolidated effort only for the tournament. It's a business venture. Larry Sowles and the Houston Defenders have collaborated. They're put up a show up with Clyde Jackson and the Battle of the Brands. So Clyde is with the Houston Hoops. Remember, it used to be the Gulf. Remember, it used to be the Gulf Coast Blue Chips back in the days. Remember, LeBron played for Clyde, got his debut wearing a Gulf Coast Blue Chips jersey. Well, Clyde is merged with his event, which is a Nike flavored event. It's not sponsored by Nike. I say flavored, meaning that all of those Blue Chips teams are under the Houston Hoops umbrella. Well, they just merged together for the efforts for the betterment of the city. That's what I'm talking about. That's the thing. That's the thing. And so that's a good thing. Now, otherwise, you have one event over here that'll be you have one event over here that'll be now you put them together. Now you can't. And guess what? Everything was so nice this past weekend, they have to do it twice. This event will be headquartered at C.E. King High School. Now the doors are wide open. And once again, I love making history. The first grassroots event of the 2021 that's at that brand new high school building, and we left everything pretty much intact. Now they can take it. You guys know what to expect. It's a great
Hold up, I missed something, Jimmy. What happened?
The Houston Defenders and the Houston Hoops, they have their key influencers within their program. Larry Sowell and Clyde Jackson, they both were doing events head to head this weekend. They have had communications, and it's breaking news. They will consolidate their tournaments into one for this weekend. Two rivals for the betterment of the event. And that's what I'm saying. That's smart business. That's what that is. It's smart business.
I think I've been saying that for about 4 or 5 years, and I was hoping it happened. And everybody said it wouldn't happen, but thank God it happened. I'm glad I listened in on that. Thanks, shout out to those two guys, and maybe somebody else might do the same thing. But keep going, Jim. Keep going.
Yeah, I mean, and so that's this weekend,
Uh-huh.
and I'm not sure the official name of the event. Now, I'm quite sure both guys are just consolidate their names. It might be Battle of the Brands, put up a show, not put up a shut up, it's pull up or shut up, something like that. Pull up, like pull on up or shut up. And that's great. Great event. Also, once again, I think Phyllis Wiley, she asked, where are in the Boom Boom Room on the Facebook page, where are the articles? You go to rcssports.com. Go to that website. You'll get all you need to read and more. Then you slide into where it says VIP news at the top, on the top bar. You go up in there, you got all you want and then some. Doug Jones has created a transfer watch. That means more and more players, and every day it seems like a new player from that has Greater Houston roots is entering the transfer portal every 24 to 36 hours late. This is the week. It seems like this is transfer week. The latest name, of course, you got yesterday. It was Zach Nuttall, the leading scorer at Sam Houston State. Zach Nuttall played from the College Station Bryan area. And I think he was I want to say he was a front cover of the magazine, if I'm not mistaken, a couple of years ago. But anyway, he's now entered the portal. Also, this morning, we have another young man that has entered the transfer portal. And what's his name? Savion Flagg from Texas A&M. He's in the portal now. And Savion, so it's, understand, what's happening, the college coaches, the reason they're not calling many of you high school 12th graders right now is because they know they don't have to. They don't have to play coochie coo with you guys right now for the time being. And this thing, and I know Chris, this is one of Chris Walker's great favorite topics. He was only here to tell you about it. This backlog is expected to take 3 to 4 years before it corrects itself. I said it again. This backlog, this traffic jam of you thinking just because, trust me, class of 2021, yes, it's messed up for them. But 2022, don't you get to smiling too hard. It's going to hit y'all ass too. And 2023, I know you ain't had nothing to do with this, but guess what? It's going to hit you as well. Maybe even 2024. Because as you understand, the freshmen get to repeat their grade too. So today's freshman would be the senior in 3 years. It's like you're going to be the senior in 3 years. So it's going to take that long for the market to correct itself. This stuff, this is, and thank you, Rick Brown. I didn't realize Zach Nuttall was named MVP of the Southland Conference. And see, that's the thing. That's the curse of it, of all of this, is that now, no matter what, it's almost like sneaker teams and the independents. Independents, they want everybody to get their kids some pub, show my kids some love. And they slept on him. He was slept on. You plant that seed in those kids' brain. He was slept on, this and that. Now, guess what? The better that he do, all you doing, if he does well, you're seasoning the meat for somebody else to cook. And that's what happens. So that means every kid that's a mid-level kid that does well, that's going to be somebody in his mind, in his ear, saying, man, you could do better than that, man. You did all you could do, need to do at that school. That conference can't help you no more. You know, I know Sam Houston State moving on to the WAC. You know, won't you go? Hey, man. Then guess what? You know who wants him? A school that may have missed the playoffs in a higher conference or in a better budgeted conference. This stuff is real. And the thing is, it's going to trickle from level to level. And then, but schools like the SWAC, that like a TSU in Prairie View, they're still going to be okay. You know why? Because they have thrived off of taking the kids that may have fell out of favor, but still have the talent. And other schools of that magnitude can't necessarily take the risk or take the at-risk kid without putting their job on the line. Because if an AD says, okay, say, for example, the kid who may have been in handcuffs or accused of certain offenses at the school he's at, guess what? That other schools ain't going to touch it. But the SWAC is going to take all of it, well, pretty much. And so that's the ticket on that. And Hal, I got to get ready to shut it down.
Yeah, you good.
And I have something in the mailbag.
Uh-oh.
That feeds off of the Kendrick Perkins viral video from this past weekend.
I'm here.
See, I told KP, bring your kid over to the icebreaker. You want to go and go, to the tournament. Now you see the guy. You could have stayed close to home at the icebreaker, and got all that and then some. Don't worry. Some of those teams they know about the icebreaker now. They call it left and right for 2022, and it's gonna be dandy next year. Here's the mailbag. This weekend, I was told that we, tournament directors, allowed cheating to transpire with allowing players to switch teams. When I asked the parent what kid and what team, she went, Mom, how are tournament directors supposed to enforce the rules if they out here dry snitching but don't want to give you the intel of who you need to go and enforce it on, right? You say people talk shit behind other people's back. They bring it up. They come up with a resolution. Everybody nuts up. Boy, I'm gonna read that tomorrow on Women Rock Wednesday, so that we can really soak in. And that's what's happening out here, guys. Especially Women Rock Wednesday, the stuff going on. I mean, did Chris talk about Deshaun Watson today?
By who?
Deshaun Watson.
No, I don't want to talk about it right now. Y'all, Chris didn't want to talk about it in the beginning. I ain't gonna lie, Jimmy, I don't want to do him like that, man. I don't.
I don't want to do him like that either. But at the same time,
no.
Here's what happened. Here's what happened. Like I said, we talk about it tomorrow. We have time today. I want Chris on it. Is that somebody asked me, and I don't know if they asked you. I said, you ain't out. They don't get to see you to ask you like this here. Here's what somebody asked me.
What?
They hit me up on the phone. They were talking one of the parents.
Uh-huh.
Oh, so y'all ain't gonna say nothing about Deshaun Watson, huh? Y'all want to talk about, always want to bash on this. Y'all gonna say that, so
that
now I'm on the spot.
Yeah, that was me. Yeah, that was me. I did it. Hey, you text him back and say, "How did that by design?"
so it's and here's the thing. I'm gonna try to add a little splash of humor to it. Like I said, we don't get into this till tomorrow. But one thing coming out of this is that Deshaun might be a nympho. No wonder. Just imagine if Deshaun would have kept some of his loins intact during the season. Hell, he had a career season this year. The Texans might have made the playoff. No, wait a minute.
Jimmy, he was just getting a massage, man.
I'm just saying. He loved massages.
Yes.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna draw this connection to you.
Okay.
What team did the general manager come from?
New England? No. He went to Kansas City and New England.
And a couple of his co-workers now with the Texans also, they just got a linebacker from the same team.
Uh-huh.
You think you think that owner of the New England Patriots referred any of them chops to Deshaun Watson? You think you
No,
think you
dude.
think Robert Kraft? You think
Dude,
Robert
hold
Kraft
on,
say,
man.
man, look, I got a good one for you. If you're in this city in California, this is my
Dude.
spot. Just say my name, they got you
Dude.
covered.
Dude,
You think?
Jimmy, I hope. Jimmy, I'm gonna tell y'all what I did. Cause I didn't want to go there, Jimmy. I tell you what I did last night. I called my masseuse that I used to use it mostly for my son when he was playing in high school and when he come home. She did a lot of the Texans. She did Mario Williams. Now she does Rick Ross. She does everybody. If you go on she might not want me to send y'all to her page, but if you want a good masseuse, Joanne Brito, Brito, look her up on Facebook. I talked to her last night, Jimmy. Unless she was being a company girl, and me and her I've been knowing her for 20 some years. She said, I've done Deshaun a lot of times. And Deshaun wants things done a certain way and a certain way. I said, did that man?
We are certainly learning that right now.
I knew you were going to say something. She said, but as masseuse, especially athletes, all athletes like the glutes and the groins worked on a lot. Some women, masseuse, are a little bit, I ain't saying they lazy, they just don't want to touch that big old thing, that thing down there. They want to use a tool. They got a tool, Jimmy. Deshaun don't like them tools. He wants you to put your hand down there. All right? So she said he's always on the phone, Jim, because I was worried about why he's always using Instagram to you. She said that's how he communicate through Instagram. She said, Robert, the women had the right to walk away at any point because we're taught if things get crazy, because guess what? She said she called it pitching a tent. Jimmy, when your thing rise up, they call that in their terms pitching a tent. I'm telling you, I talked to her last night. And when you pitch a tent, it's some nerve and it's some places on your body that you can touch to make the tent go down. So that's what she would do. She even told me if a guy get a little too frisky, she said, look here, man, here's this bottle of oil. You go in the restroom and go relieve yourself, then come on back in here and get your massage. Yes, that's how we was talking last night. No, this is real talk. But she just said, Deshaun is just Hatter. He's not forceful at all. He likes things a certain way. He'll tell you what he wants before you get there. He said he's not that I said, just maybe not to you.
Maybe.
I say he might didn't. He know you. You are respected in this community. I don't know. She said, hold on. When I couldn't do him, I sent 3 more girls to do him for him. And I talked to them. And by the way, she has been contacted by Rusty Hardin. Okay. She said all the 2 black girls and the 1 white girl, they said it was, he did nothing. He said, they said, if you in this industry, she said, a male's anatomy is different from a female's anatomy. A male's anatomy, something might happen. That thing might hit you. You just got to keep on. You have to move it out the way and keep on going. So, but she just said she don't believe. And I said, 24 women, Joanne. She said, Robert, don't matter. She said the only one that matters, Robert, really is the first woman. The first lawsuit. She said that's the one that everybody's going to tackle. And that's the woman said she felt uncomfortable with him taking his towel off. But Deshaun does that.
That don't make it right.
No, but That don't no, it's not wrong to take some people do it. She said it's long as he don't make a sexual advance towards you, he can take his towel off. Sometimes the towel slip off, Jimmy. But Deshaun just like to be free. And guess what? I said, but why would he fly this girl all the way from Atlanta? She said, Robert, I just got back with Rick Ross. He flew me out to do him. She said, that's normal in this business, man. He said, some of these women, she said she don't know what happened. I'm just giving you, Jimmy, when she told me that last night, it messed up my whole, because I'm saying.
Yeah. Dude, here's my question.
Uh-huh.
Here's the question.
Okay.
Have you ever went and got a massage with your lady before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's my question. I'm waiting to see if his lady, Deshaun Watson's lady, was present at any of those masseuse sessions. If not, then that ain't a good sign, because it's common practice. The last massage I got, me and Sandra was right there side by side.
Mm-hmm. I did that before.
I'm just saying, and it's common though. If you're a couple, that's really, really, really common. Once again, that don't mean she's not supposed to be there. She's supposed to be there all the time. I'm saying if she ain't never been and saw them other girls working on her man in the room, that is a red ass flag right there. And guess what?
Somebody said that's sexual harassment because you took your towel off. It's not sexual harassment, Sensei. The hell out of here. No, it's a private massage. It wasn't in a spa. These were private. I just don't understand a guy of this caliber always allowing 20-something different women to work on him.
That's a red flag.
That valuable of a body.
That's Tom a red Brady, flag.
Yes, I understand.
You don't have 20-something barbers.
Nope.
You don't have 20-something nail, what they call it? Nail techs.
Yeah.
You don't have 20-something mechanics. It's a red flag. It's a red flag. And guess what? People, you know what? It's messed up because this don't exempt the Texans. We're still pissed off at y'all. But this other stuff, dude, it's like the rapper Chameleon. He had a song that was made that was popular. It's called Riding Dirty. This is what it looks like. Now we got to get this chemical substance tested. That's gonna happen in due process but the way it looked like this stuff in this bag.
Jim,
it's some blue magic.
I hope that
we got to get it tested. We hope it ain't. We really hope it ain't.
But 24 women together.
But guess what? We saw this spiral through with Bill Cosby. Mm-hmm. And as we saw it spiral through with R. Kelly. Mm-hmm. Different cases, different times and eras. But at the same time, we're talking about when one woman and then we
Bill Cosby was putting women to sleep.
I'm saying the accusations.
You're just talking about accusations.
Accusations. Okay. Not what they did. But the accusation, remember at first, like, oh man, stop. It's been 30 years ago. 40 years ago.
I got a question then. Tell me about the woman who, now it's one woman who came back and did it again. She was a repeat customer, a client. Mm-hmm. She was a repeat person. Mm-hmm. What about her? She came back from some more.
Well, here's the thing, Alan. After you see woman number 1, 2, and 3 come out there, and your financial situation ain't like you need it to be, then that makes the plank or the get hopping on that diving board much more attractive, because now it's what they guess what? It's gonna be a come up for somebody. So that means now it's like shit, that's a come up for me. Even though, yeah, you liked it, yeah, but I'm on, yeah, but that one time I didn't. Or the scorned masseuse who found out that thought they might have been the only one and found out you was sitting there getting rubbed on by 10, 20 more. Oh, hell no. I thought I was your exclusive. So that's going to be grounds or motive for somebody else. Everything goes right now. But the bottom line is, man, dude is.
Jimmy, if this true.
We'll talk about this stuff tomorrow, man.
Jimmy, hold up, Jimmy. Think about this. We just know the 24. When else did he have time to do anything? All it seemed like he was doing is getting massages and playing football and coming to Bryce game and coming to Hightower games. Hey, oh no. Hey, Coach Woods on here. Coach Woods, did you sit in that when you met him at the game? No, I'm messing with you, Coach. Hey, Coach, he came to Hightower a whole lot of time. Do y'all have a masseuse chair a room over there at Hightower? But Jimmy,
the sports medicine and therapy.
Hey, man, I hope this, Jimmy, when I talked to Joanne last night, I promise you, because I was all set to say, man, something missed. You know, with the quack like a duck. But remember I said the other day, Jimmy, I said, he said, she said, now he said, she said. Wow. And then let me tell you something else. They said Tony Busby, a lot of people are saying Tony Busby he just riding this. He just riding. And Jimmy, remember, it's a silver for a reason, because when you do silver, all you want is the monetary damages.
Yeah.
So Mindy said we better stop. Mindy, hey Jimmy, the man gonna be out. The man could have gave up on. This is what my problem is. He could have paid that $100,000 and been good. Everybody signed a non-disclosure. Or now he gonna be out about $4.5 million. And let me show you something, Jimmy. He's still under his rookie deal. He's not under the other deal yet, Jimmy.
And guess what? The secondary push is for the NFL to officially conduct the investigation. They just saying they look into the matters they investigate, to conduct a transparent investigation. And if so, there is a possibility that he could have committed some type of act that would void his contract that he signed. And if that happens,
it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard.
No other team, he's gonna get the Colin Kaepernick treatment. Somebody's gonna take him.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna take him. Yeah. But it will be to a discount to the dollar.
Jimmy, let me help you out. I'm going to tell you right now. I was on the phone yesterday. Several teams want him with all of these problems.
Yeah, they'll take him. Now,
but the Texans might not get what they wanted from him. But several teams are willing. See, but Jimmy, he can go right now. I think the commissioner, with all of this, he got to put him on the suspended list. But on the suspended list, he still get paid. I don't want his money taken away. Well,
it depends on how far they go with the investigation.
And Jimmy, it's going to take a whole lot to rescind that contract. It's not as easy. Conduct detrimental to the league. If he goes on the suspended list.
If criminal charges are
it's
filed,
criminal charges, yes.
That's what I'm saying.
It's criminal charges stick. But
Jimmy, what the grand jury decides on if the charge is going to if the charge is going to turn, the accusation turn into a charge.
But
so
Roger Goodell got complete autonomy. He cannot do it, or he can get it done. Roger Goodell, he's the judge. It ain't no jury. Whatever Roger Goodell, Jimmy, you got to remember, we had a guy that killed somebody while he was playing in the league. We had what's the boy played at Dallas, the defensive end? I mean, he had to beat the girl up and everything, and he was still in the league. Played for Dallas. So, and the post. I mean, it's just. I just hope this little boy. He ain't but 25 years old, Jim. 25 years old.
Guess what? Choices and consequences. And you got to realize Deshaun and I have the same barber.
That's right. That's right.
Same barber.
That's right.
And so I know everything that the young fella the barber tell me, like, not personal stuff. He's always speaks highly of Deshaun.
Yes.
Always spoke highly of him and speak like present tense. And I mean, but at the same time, none of us know about the other. Hatter can only speak about me so far. I'm gonna speak about him so much. Yeah. I don't know what type of freak that dwells inside Hatter when the light go off.
Yeah, yeah. Leonard Little, Dante Stallworth. Thank you, Barrett. Yes.
I mean, seriously. So it's like one of those things we keep saying, man, he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't. We don't know what kind of freak people are.
We don't know about people's fetishes.
We really don't.
Jimmy, we didn't know until they found the fact. We didn't know what's the boy Jeff Bezos with Amazon. He was sending Peter pics too, Jimmy, and his wife found out. So, hey man, it's unbelievable.
Derek Johnson said it's a whole lot of players in the league right now checking back on some of their girls. Hey, you good?
Have you noticed? Have y'all noticed? And Jimmy, we can end on this one. Ain't no NFL players been tweeting or talking about this at all. Have y'all noticed that?
Dude, it's a ring. You can tell by the first one in the lawsuit. That's a ring.
No, Jimmy.
It's a ring of
Jimmy, no NFL player, no NBA player, ain't nobody coming out saying nothing. Have y'all noticed that this stuff must happen all the damn time? And
guess what? That was a cool profession for some of the side pieces and the girls and the trap girls out there. The masseuse thing was it just came up. That was it. They knocked the whole market out. They knocked the whole market out.
And I'm gonna say this again because I hope Jada Waddle's people is listening. Let me tell you something. It matters who. Because they should, Jimmy, I think the Texans knew about this. I don't care what nobody says.
Yeah, they claim it didn't. They claim it didn't. They knew about that first one at least.
Remember I told you about.
They knew about the first one.
You know I told you about Jack Easterby is always surveilling people, right? Remember I told you that. They knew about this, but my thing is, let me tell y'all something, man. That guy needs somebody to help him get out of this stuff, dude.
What you mean? He got the baddest lawyer in town.
He got the baddest criminal lawyer. But you don't want this to go to court. You don't want this to go to court. You want this thing settled out of court. You go to court, you don't want it to go to court. Then Roger Goodell gonna be saying, "Oh, it's something criminal happened. We better keep this thing in civil court so it can." And Jimmy, after the documents are sealed in civil court, they're sealed. Can't go to criminal court. I mean, please, little man, please, I hope you didn't. Hold up, Jimmy. And the Me Too movement ain't got him yet.
Oh, they ain't got a hold to him.
They ain't even got hold of him yet.
But some of your depositions in a civil proceeding can be used in a criminal court, or if the judge is up to them, they're introduced it as a motion to introduce this testimony, and that judge can say yes, admit it, or deny it, object. And so that's the thing about the civil proceedings. A lot of times the civil proceeding is the safe way to proceed and into the criminal part, because obviously you can perjure yourself in your initial testimony.
That's why I said you never wanted to go to criminal court. You never wanted to go there. That's why I said that. Never. All has Poe loves Deshaun. Hey, yeah, pray for him, man. I mean, he just sick. I mean, he got a fetish. They call it a fetish. But some of them girls, then he probably thought, hey, I'm Deshaun Watson. She want to see this, but do you know how Deshaun Watson can walk in any club in Houston and get a girl to massage him at any night he want to? All he had to go is go to a restaurant. Somebody in there want to do something to him, for him. Yeah, I don't know. Jimmy, that power, Jimmy, remember? Alcohol and money reveals a lot of who you are. Too much alcohol and too much money, it'll tell you. It'll tell
you. PWA. Boom, boom, boom. Y'all tell me what that song, what it said. PWA.
PWA.
Somebody give it to me. I'm waiting. We're on an 8-second delay. I'm waiting. PWA. Who is it? Sound key off right now. Cue off.
PWA.
Come on now.
I heard.
What's the boom boom room at?
Everybody ain't nasty as you.
No, we on a 10-second delay. They just getting it. PWA.
Boy, come on, boom.
There you go. Clarence Harris right on cue.
What Clarence? What Clarence Harris? I don't see where he said something. Okay. We don't make you tell it. We don't make you tell it.
No. But those
we make you eat up everything and go to sleep.
Hey, one of you guys, can y'all type in the rest of that line, the rest of the hook line? P-weed.
I know what the P is. Look at old Mr.
Weed and alcohol.
Felix. Hey, man, you got Chris Felix talk. Man, you got
there
Mr. Felix talk.
Hey, Houston Hornet said seems to satisfy us all. There you go. I'm done for the day. That's it. Peter. Woo. Hey, boy. Hey, man, it's been a good day, man. We appreciate it, guys. Make sure you share the show on the way out. We got to get up out of here, man. Got stuff to do. Make sure you get over to rcssports.com. Check out the VIP news and the articles on the front page as well. Hey, man, we are all going into withdrawal. We got to create some type of humor in all of this stuff because there's nothing but women's basketball today and tomorrow.
Ooh, yes. I love that.
Not the early rounds, Hatter. I don't really like it until you get down to like the quarterfinals.
No, but I get to see girls who I ain't never seen. Trey, you remember you told me about baseball. You said, Hatter, you got to stop watching it a little bit. You got to expand it. You got to expand yourself. So guess what? With the help of the women on Women Rock Wednesday, and I've been expanding. I've been watching the women play. And I want to see Baylor play because of Dee Dee Richards. So yes. Women basketball the next 2 days. Then we get some men. Wait a minute, Jimmy. We get some men on Thursday. We get some NIT on Thursday. Yeah.
Well, that's right. Baylor girls is tonight.
Yeah.
So Baylor girls tonight at 6.
Yeah.
And South Carolina is tonight at 8.
Yes.
And I'm
gonna watch
that's
them
a
too.
double shot if you want it. It's a double shot.
Yeah.
I rock with that.
I ain't gonna watch the whole game. But I'm gonna
make
go back.
Sure. And thanks again to everybody out there. I see you guys, man. Appreciate it. Want to give a shout out to Chris Felix. He's on the feed. And if you guys didn't know, his son led Westbury Christian to a state championship. In the championship game, he dropped 49 points, 15 rebounds in the state championship game. Yeah. Not on the way to state, not in the money game, 49 and 15. Yeah. Shout out to Chris Felix and his son who signed to go into Air Force. And normally the players that sign to go to Air Force, the vast majority, about 95% of them, they end up playing prep school that first year. Mm-hmm. This kid, Chris Felix, I'm gonna reach out to my folks with Air Force. It's very likely he goes and plays with the real 4-year team at the Air Force next year. It's very likely.
He got better. He got better every year. Got better every year. Mm-hmm. And he's 6'4". Yeah. You see, he's long with a mid-range game, and he's a sponge for learning. That's the thing.
You always watch him. He's focused. He ain't giggling a whole bunch and over there keying with kids. He focused, locked in, and locked out. That's what I like about him. So proud. Hey, great job. I know it was, guess what? All transfers are a gamble. This is a gamble that paid off for Chris Felix's dad for signing the paperwork to let his son leave a program that had a Bryce Griggs and 2 other Division I players in the fold. And you say, I'm gone to get for the private school, smaller kids in the classroom, better teacher to student ratio. You got a nice, you Westbury Christian, you get that college diploma. It has value in Houston. They have a network, an alumni. Certain private schools in Houston do. That one does as well. Shout out to that, man. I just want to give you your flowers while you on the show living in regard to that. Appreciate that. And also, thanks, guys, for you tuning in. We have to get up out of here. And, of course, thanks, Rosie, the NAIA men's basketball night on ESPN3. We'll catch some of that. Shout out to University of St. Thomas winning their conference tournament. We're rooting for them to win a national championship. Hell, we need some type of level of basketball to supplement and replace the Houston Rockets. By the way,
we got U of H, Jimmy.
Well, yeah, we got U of H. I'm talking about besides U of H. Yeah. U of H don't put us to the good. They just replaced the Texans. They eclipsed the Texans. We got University of St. Thomas. Okay. Now we need some more. And also, guess what? Plenty of stuff to keep our minds off the Houston. I did not even realize the Rockets had won the game. They broke the 20-game losing streak. I did not realize it until this morning.
Let me show you something. Watch this. That was Calvin Murphy dancing last night because the Rockets had won, Jimmy. In one of them suits. Jimmy, they was happy. Did you see them jump all in each other's arms?
No, I didn't know they had won a game. No.
Hold up, Jimmy. Hold up. Before we get off, I got to show this one. Did you see that? Hey, Trey Phillips. Did you see that bad call last night on Troy on Texas A&M? Check this out, Jimmy.
Touched it on this side of the court, hit off of her hand, dribbles it. Yes. What are we calling here? What's the call? Touched it on this side of the court, hit off of her hand, dribbles it. Yes.
Important possession, Jimmy. They didn't call that last night. And Freight said over and back, Chuck McGowan. Chuck McGowan, what's up, baby? Hold up, Chuck. I'm glad Chuck here. Chuck. Man, I'm in the barbershop getting my hair cut the other day, and somebody come in there and had a video of you working out their daughter, Derek. And he told me about you, man. I did not know. That's why y'all got to let us know what you do, man. I know y'all don't want to be bragging, but I did not know that you was that instrumental in a lot of these young girls' lives, helping them train to be as good as they are in the community. So shout out to I give Trey Phillips his flowers all the time, but shout out to Chuck McGowan too, Jimmy. Let's get out of here, man. Jimmy, the sun is out. The sun is out.
Slide down, Dino's back, and Yabba Dabba do this thing on this Tuesday. See you guys in 22 hours. Make sure you share the show. Spread the word about the Chop Shop. Bring somebody new in tomorrow alongside with you. We're gonna be grooving the rest of the week. On behalf of Robert Haller, this is Jim Hicks. We up out here, guys. Peace.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro, let's get it. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop.